everybody, and welcome to our last Dungeons & Dragons live stream. I want to thank everybody for joining us on these amazing and wild adventures. At the end of the session, I will announce why this is our last one. Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Thank you for reminding me. But yes, so for the time being, how is everybody today? We actually have the full group together for once. How's it going, y'all? I mean, it kind of was there. It kind of cut out, but yeah. Yeah. So, what do you mean? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Every time. This happens every fucking time. Excuse me. I don't know why. Okay, you
Untrue.
can rightfully shut the fuck up.
Hey, untrue. I can't do any of this shit. So.
Okay. Thank you for catching that, babe. But yeah. So,
Babe?
my girlfriend.
Oh.
You thought that you were still talking to him?
I mean, do you want to be babe?
Oh no!
Like, damn. All right, we're getting forward.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll see you for dinner then at 12 o'clock.
All right, babe.
Okay. But who remembers what happened last time?
I died and I died again.
Tournament. I got disqualified, but we won anyway. Met Heck and I'm sorry, I forgot your character's name.
Come on.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh boy.
I took a cheat sheet. Rune.
Hold up.
There you go.
There
sheet,
you
Rune.
go.
We found Heck and Rune,
Ooh,
and
excuse me.
we left, and then we got to I think we got to an inn and then slept. That's it.
Found Hexton Rune. It was great.
It was so
Oh,
great. It was
God.
absolutely
A
the
little
greatest
bit, the
thing ever.
players.
What, babe?
Absolutely fantastic.
God.
It's the best session.
I
we've
did
ever
not
had.
hear what Arya said at all. What was that?
Turn up the players a little bit.
Are you kidding me? I've got them on max.
Well, you need to turn them up to 120, brother.
Turn it up, boy.
Like, I have you guys on, like,
I don't know
-3
you want to.
decibel, which the max is 0 decibel for whatever reason.
That's odd. Is that like
it's a noise gate?
well, it's negative
Yeah.
decibel because that means that it's taking decibels off and making you quieter. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
the-
weird because I'm on, like, -4, and I have you guys on -3, and if your guys are still quiet, because technically, according to OBS, y'all are louder than me.
They sound fine now.
Of
They
course,
sound
okay.
fine now. You're
Okay,
like balanced
alright.
out with them.
Okay. Right then. So, pretty much, you guys had just finished your tournament. You guys turned in for the night. You guys haven't left Sandstrat yet, so you guys have plenty of time to do whatever. If you guys want to, like, go shopping or, you know, kind of just rightfully... oh, that's the wrong one. You know, just whatever you guys want to do. You know, before you go anywhere, if you guys want to do something, now's the time to do it. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the map of Sandstrat.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Call
So-
it map. If they're a club here.
You know, let me check my fucking notes because we actually started doing that now.
Oh my god.
You know, it's actually kind of
Hectic.
bittersweet and sad because, you know, for once we actually have notes of everything, and this is like
Yeah.
the one time people are going to see it live.
One time
They
people were
wanna
gonna see-
Oh, yeah, they can. That's fine. I don't know if
Question,
we did
DM.
Sandstat.
I thought we did.
No, because we were supposed to do that at another time, but then you weren't feeling good.
Hold on. Let me check. No, you're right. We didn't. Okay, cool. Flying by the seat of our pants with this one. That's okay. Okay.
We'll figure it out after.
Yep, it's fine.
Or, you know what? If you tell me where it is on the map, I'll watch on stream.
Yeah,
Are you
we'll
trying-
work
are
with
you
that.
pinpointing
So
it?
yeah, we'll work
So-
with that. We'll work with that. So, what do you guys want to do?
Oh, go to the
You-
club.
You guys have awoken from your tavern. You know, it's brisk in the morning. Everything is, you know, kind of quiet a little bit. There are obviously, of course, other tavern mates in this tavern, but for the most part, they're all kind of just clamoring together, having a nice little get together. There's people like around the bar, you know, enjoying their breakfast and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know if you guys got like rooms together or separate or anything like that.
I don't think we got
Room
those
doesn't
details.
have
We're
any
just-
money.
like
so
we probably did, but
his options
middle-
are kind of
middle of it.
limited.
I also don't have any money.
me,
Get paid
I
in
know me
Cheerios
and
by
Karma
Francis.
do, but not a lot.
Nope, we don't have that much money.
Yeah. Now we're pretty broke.
Yeah.
I think I'm going off like 5 gold coins.
Question: is there a graveyard nearby?
That's an important question.
And it's looking like this is going to be a pickpocket episode.
What the fuck is my
Pickpocket
goal?
episode.
Am I gonna
Okay.
have to use my
Hey,
Telekinesis
babe, look
already.
on the stream. I'm looking at where the tavern would be right here.
You need to pinpoint.
I have zoomed in all the way. Your stream might be a bit behind, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that grave.
Yeah. So, as far as like graveyards are concerned, you guys are nowhere near a graveyard at all.
Is there one in the town? I assume not.
Not here.
They get buried in the forest.
Damn,
What
it's creepy.
forest? You're in the fucking desert.
Exactly. They make the fucking 3-day journey to bury their dead in a completely different environment.
You do not need to put your tokens on the map. This is kind of just a
Oh,
look
I was
at.
pulling them on.
Oh! How dare you? How dare you?
I mean, she is DM.
dare you?
Who do you
dare
think
you.
are?
I am offendered.
Don't be offended. She is your girlfriend.
I am offendered.
Double
Oh my God.
offended now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Triple
Four
offended.
of them. There.
Quadruple.
I will send you to Jesus.
Mega offended.
So yeah. Oh goodness. So
Alright, well,
Right
considering
now
Rune
you're
is
at the
very low
Grey
on money,
Haven Inn.
Greyhaven Inn.
considering
Okay.
Rune is very low on money, he's gonna go look for like a bounty
Can I
board
throw the
or
bartender
people to
through the
steal
window?
from,
No.
or something.
We're not doing that. Not canon.
Okay, so you're gonna look for like a bounty board or a what?
people to steal from.
Or people to steal from. Okay, well there's plenty of people
Preferably the
in the
rich.
room that you're with.
Preferably rich
I'm
people
going to
with too much
I'm
money on
going-
their hands who don't know how to spend it.
What's your passive perception?
Me?
Yeah, you.
20.
Okay. So you're looking around, you know, you're eyeballing all of the tavern mates. You're kind of just eyeballing everybody. You do happen to spot, like towards the back corner of the tavern, two rather dapping looking gentlemen that are speaking very posh-like, just like, yes, the establishment here is very rudimentary, but I think it gives it that nice esque-ness to it, yes?
You said they're in the back?
Yeah, they're in like the back corner.
Would you consider that
Yelp
dim lighting?
reviewers.
Nope, it's very well lit.
That's super
They're Yelp
helpful.
reviewers.
Why are we watching these
You know, I am going to go see if they would like to do some gambling.
guys? Oh, you're gonna try to steal their money. I like that.
Okay. So,
Every gambler quits before he makes his big win.
Exactly.
so before you do that, you do also take note that there is a bounty board, kind of just above where the bar is. Like they have like all kinds of jobs listed there as well.
I'm gonna look at that first.
Okay, you're gonna
'cause
look at
it's
that first.
Honestly, lower effort than scamming.
Well,
Okay.
while he does that, I'm going to go to a magic shop and get all my supplies.
Okay. So, there's a couple of quests there. There's like, delivery quests, escort quests. There's
Lame.
one where there is like a singular bounty quest, but it's only worth
Okay.
like 200 gold. He's
Choose 200 more than I have right now.
That's fair enough. One of the escort quests, though, is like offering at least 1,000 gold for an excavation project. You know, you have a couple of archaeologists that are looking for transport to a specific location somewhere far to the south.
Okay, well, I don't have a way to transport them. But if they have transport, I can escort them.
Okay. Is that something you'd want to look into?
Sure.
While he's doing this,
You made it convenient enough for me.
Okay.
I'm also gonna pull that 200 gold bounty off the board as well.
Okay. So
while he's
go ahead. No, go ahead.
while he's doing that, I'm going to use my telekinesis to juggle and try and earn a bit of coin from performing.
Okay. Roll me performance.
Okay, gotta pull up the crap.
I love it. Someone's already whispering for death. Hello,
I mean,
Arrow.
I'm
How are
already
you?
dead. I'm already dead.
Remember,
What you going to
the things do not work while we're doing D&D.
Well, I can hear the whistle for death, but they can't initiate the voice changer or the D&D clips. Those are the only two things that don't work.
Why
Oh,
roll 20?
okay.
Why you know work? Roll 20 being goofy. Okay, now roll 20 work. Okay, you said performance.
Yep. Roll me performance.
16.
Okay.
Wait, oh, I need to add a D4 because of my beautiful cloak.
Okay.
My beautiful cloak.
Yes.
Someone just
And it's 4, so it's a
screamed.
20.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay. Cool. So that makes it a 20. Okay. So describe to me this performance.
I'm going to be juggling with my two hands while making my other mage hand visible and juggling in those while flourishing with my cloak on top of a table.
Okay. So you're like using your mage hand and like flourishing, and you're just kind of doing all kinds of stuff, like cool
Yes.
wizardy stuff. You know, like adding like glitter
Yes.
or mist in the air or something. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I use prestidigitation or however the hell you
Prestidigitation.
pronounce that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Spell to
Okay.
enhance it.
Okay. So you're doing all these like cool, fancy shenanigans, and you know you're impressing people left and right. You know, quite a few of the tavern mates they do take note of this, and they start looking to you. And like, oh yes, that is a wonderful performance, if I say so myself. Ah, pretty lady do pretty things. I like, and so on and so forth. So they start tossing you random amounts of gold coins. I am now going to roll a D100 to see how much you actually get. I need to move some stuff out of the way for this. Move this, move that, pull that away. Let's see here.
And as these coins are like flying towards me, I'm going to use my telekinesis and make them like move around me in like and then into my pocket.
So, they tossed 71 gold pieces your way.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
that's pretty good.
I'm sorry. Make that much from performing?
Yeah.
It was a good performance.
Particularly good performance. I guess.
Hell,
Would
I'll
you
go
not
do some
like it?
acrobatic stunts.
I'm gonna go outside and throw a rock at pigeons.
Now, granted, I am rolling a D100 every time you guys do a performance. Just the one. So do bear that in mind.
Okay, I'm gonna go do some acrobatics in the courtyard somewhere
Oh, goodness.
with rich people.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow
The
Rune
rich people.
to the courtyard so I can go throw a rock at pigeons.
So,
I'm
I'm not
do
performing.
things-
I'm just
I can
committed
do
to
things
this.
like running along walls.
Ruin, as you walk out, you do happen to notice a caravan of sorts and a couple of people, rather smart looking, packing up their stuff and getting ready to leave town. And you look back to your bounty paper for the escort mission, and the descriptions of these people do match what you have in your hand.
I'm gonna walk up to him, I'm gonna hold the paper and be like, "This you?"
Why, yes, dear boy,
Straight
that
call out.
is us. We do request a escort for our excavation. Would you happen inclined to join us? I am offering a hefty reward if you do so.
Where are you guys going?
We're going far, far to the south, to a place known as, oh goodness, I can't remember, I can't recall the name. Let me check my notes here real quick.
You're going there to study it and you don't remember the name?
Hold on, give me a second.
A little sketchy.
No, hold on, I got it here. Yes, here it is.
Magical land.
We're going to the ruins of Scripture, and hopefully we can discover what happened there and why it became a town of ruins.
Great. So, here's the thing. I have some friends that we're all going there too, and we're all very capable.
Oh!
Do you think that it says here 1,000 gold? Is that total or per protector?
I can work something out if that do be the case, if you have others joining you.
Well, look, as the representative, it should all be paid to me, obviously, and I will disperse because I'm the main contractor and they're all subcontractors.
All right.
Roll me
You
persuasion.
know, I think
You sly little asshole.
roll me persuasion.
Oh my god, that was a fail.
God damn, hero!
I'm sorry, my boy. 1,000 take or leave.
1,000 total.
Yes.
Should have let me do the talking.
But don't worry, we'll provide shelter and food for the road as well.
What about components?
We might be able to spare some here or there. Of course, it
What
would
about
come out of
food?
your pay.
Well,
Ooh.
see, that's a problem.
Very well. You drive a hard bargain, my good sir.
I don't
You wanna-
think they're worth
Look,
it.
if you want to go without an escort, that's totally fine.
Okay. Roll me
Just
persuasion
know that it's a very
again.
dangerous area.
Roll me persuasion again. This time with advantage. Or
Oh, with
okay, that
advantage?
works. That works. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, you drive a hard bargain, my good sir. We'll provide you spell components as well. What we have, at least.
Well, not all of us use spell components. We also need some other necessities for the tools of our trade.
Oh, and what would that be?
Oh, just a few, trivial items that I'm sure that, explorers like yourselves have on hand. Some, an alchemy set.
Oh, we would let you. We can let you utilize our tools of the trades.
A big fat lady comes
Excellent.
out of the caravan and looks at the guy. I don't think they're worth it. They're asking for too much.
Oh goodness, it's Bartha.
I'm going to continuously run around their caravan, fast enough that a wall of dust just appears.
Oh,
Okay.
great heavens!
My, this one seems very fast. Are you sure
I
they're
don't
not?
think it's worth it. They may try to steal from us.
Oh, honey,
Lady,
you
if I wanted to steal from you, I could just do it.
You see,
Very good.
if he wanted to, he could have just done it.
You're too kind.
And you're too
I
untrusting.
really am, aren't I?
I wasn't talking about you, Scarab.
Oh,
You said I was a scarab.
honey, that's
That's
rather
racist.
offensive. I think you should go back into the caravan before you piss off an entire portion of the town.
She takes her fan out and she flicks it open, fanning herself.
The things I
I
do
could
for
squish
love.
that bug with my ass.
Oh, help
You
me.
have to catch me first.
Dearie, we need the escort, lest you want to die to the rocks and the cacti.
Look, I'm sorry. If this is how we're going to be treated the entire journey, I'm going to need a bump in the pay.
Fair enough. 1,500.
Each.
Roll
Roll
persuasion.
persuasion.
Babe, I got it.
Okay. Sorry.
Ooh.
1,500
Haggle.
total. Take it or leave it. And it would all be to you.
You got yourself a deal.
Great.
Let me go gather my comrades. All right, and I'm gonna go back into the tavern and go up to everyone and be like, "Okay, I got us a job. The way that we're going to meet our employer." I'm gonna look at Hex, and I'm just gonna look at her and be like, "Go with me on this." They pay 1,000 gold, and I'm gonna show everybody the flyer. We'll split it evenly upon payment.
1,500, not 1,000.
No. He's
Yeah, hold on. That's
I'm
purposeful.
aware.
being deceptive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
purposeful.
that's
Yeah,
That's
babe.
purposeful.
Babe,
Thank
we
you,
got
Arya.
this. We got this, babe.
Oh, no, don't worry,
Sorry.
I've been
I'll stay
I was
quiet,
playing the
it's
game
my
already,
fault,
but I
I'm
was just leaving it.
sorry.
I'm not in the tavern anyway. I'm outside behind the courtyard. Not courtyard.
Yeah, I'm not even in
behind
the tavern
building.
either.
Where's you two promptly fuck off to?
Well, remember when he was going to go towards the fancy people? I said, well, he's doing that. I'm going to go get my components for my spells.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did say that a
Okay.
long
Karma
time
said
ago.
that.
right.
I said I'm gonna throw rocks at pigeons. So
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing anything important.
So he's really just
We
talking
all
to
have
Hex
our
here.
priorities set.
Okay. Then yeah, let's go check out what
Okay.
what Karma's up to.
Yeah, follow Karma. POV shift.
Yep. So, what are you looking for, Karma?
Spell components in a magic shop, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll me a insight check.
DM
Sorry.
to DM, I did put some on the map.
I know. I see it.
I didn't know if it updated.
I can see what you put down.
Wait, I
That
didn't know
sucked.
if it updated.
So you whip out your map. You're trying to look around this town, trying to see if there's anything significant. You're clueless right now. So
I go up to a person and ask.
yeah, you kind of just walk up to the first shop you see. What do you say?
No, I go up to a random person and ask them if they know a shop.
Huh? Where's your sonny? Looking for a bop?
No, a shop.
Eh? A crop?
Dear Lord. They're just old people in this town.
Sonny, I can't hear you. You gotta speak up. Oh, God. Alright, what do you say?
I said I'm looking for a shop, you deaf old person.
Alright, so everybody within 5 miles can hear you yell this. You are like
Perfect.
shattering glass around you.
I don't care.
Oh, God. Everybody begins to point south for you. Like
I just nod and end the spell.
As you begin walking down, though, you do see a couple of armored people walk up to you and be like, "Halt! In the name of the law! You should not be practicing magic here, friend. It should be kept to your hand." Oh.
Nope. No, I was just yelling at an old person. Sorry if my voice was a bit too high.
Oh, I see.
Whoa,
Very
whoa,
well then,
watch
carry
it,
on.
imagine.
And then they just
Skyrim
proceed to
reference.
walk away. I used to be an adventurer like you, till I took an arrow to the knee.
This is why I love 16.
Okay, so you start making your way down south.
Yes.
What's your passive perception?
17.
Okay. So you eventually make your way here. I'll just move your token so that way you can kind of see where you end up.
I've zoomed out all the way just to see where I am.
There you go. You're like
Oh, there
literally
we
in
go.
the middle of the map. So
Okay.
you find a place called the Sand-Swept Sorcery. Yeah, as you're walking up to it, you see like a broom and wand kind of crossed up on a circle sign, with the name under it and in like a scroll. As you walk into this Sand-Swept Sorcery, you walk in. It seems kind of untouched. You're seeing like wands, scrolls, books. You're also looking at like alchemical components like in behind the desk or the counter as well, and there's like dust and cobwebs and such. As you open the door, there's obviously like a bell that rings, and when you walk in, I should probably turn the tavern off since we're not there anymore. When you walk in, the bell goes off and you start hearing creaking coming from behind the counter. Hello? Who's there?
Is this a magic shop?
Is this a magic shop? Don't make me laugh, boy. Can't you recognize mystical objects when you see them?
I was just making a joke. Oh, you're good?
I'm alright. It's just what happens with old age. And then from behind the door, you see this, like, elderly orc walk up behind the desk. How may I be of service?
Well, I'm going to be getting some spell components for me to be able to do my spells.
I have those.
Probably a few other stuff, but I'm just going to get the spell components and then I'll see how much I got left to be able to buy stuff.
Very well. What are you looking for?
I have a lot of spells, so could I just take about 10 of everything?
Let me see what I have. 10 of everything. Well, let's see here. I'm about ready to say fuck you, Chappie, for putting it in my head. God damn it. We have, let's see here. I have 10 astral diamonds. I have about, let's see here. 10 eyes of a bargain. 10 pinches of gunpowder. Here we are. 10 toenails of a giant.
How much is just all of it, of just 10 with everything?
10 with everything, yeah. He puts on like a pair of glasses. Well, I hope you have the coin, because this is gonna cost you about 1 million gold.
Okay, I'm just going to go like this. Alright, can I add a few other things onto that?
Good fucking lord, boy, you have that much, okay. What else would you like?
Can I get an alchemy set?
Your own personal alchemy kit. Let's see here. Where did I put that bullshit? As he is looking around for that, you do happen to spot like an item, kind of like in the top shelf in a cup, there seems to be like a kind of like odd shaped looking wand that instead of made of wood seems to be made of some kind of like metal material.
Ooh.
And has like a leather handle as well.
I'm going to keep check of that, but first I'm going to go back to the alchemy set.
Okay. Later down, he goes under the counter and he whips out, flasks and Bunsen burners and a little like mortar and pestle and just a few other smaller alchemical knickknacks here and there. There we go. That'll bring your total up to 1,025,000 gold.
1,025,000?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm looking for 4 spell scrolls that I could learn from.
What kind of spells ye be looking for, boy?
One of them is haste.
Very well. He goes for a book behind the counter and kind of just rips the page out of the book and passes it to you.
Okay. Next one is mage armor.
Let me see here. Yep, got that one too. Rips it out, passes it to you.
And then I think another one is blur.
Sorry, boy, I don't have that one.
Damn.
What were the 2 scrolls?
Haste,
And mage armor.
mage armor.
Okay, thank you. Continue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so since you don't have blur, how about dominate creature?
My apologies. I don't have that one either.
Well, at least thank you for looking for those.
Of course. Anything else I can get you?
What's with that wand? And I point to the one I saw before that has made of metal and a leather strap or a leather handle.
That one. Let me see here. He gets up, walks to it, and kind of picks it up and pulls it down. This one, right? He then places it on the counter, and you get a more clearer look at the wand. The front seems to be made of like a very polished steel of sorts. The center of it has like a ceramic build on it, and then it's got like that little leather grip at the back with like a couple of rings on the end of it as well. It does seem to have like a little lever on it, and if it's pushed, because he kind of shows it off a little bit to you, if you push it forward, it kind of extends the steel part out a little bit, and a couple of claws kind of reach out as well.
Whoa!
This is a very peculiar wand. An old object I got from a friend of mine. Way back in the day. Good man he was. Heard he died recently, and this got mailed to my doorstep. It's a powerful object, but unfortunately I have no use for it.
Who was this guy that died? If you don't mind me asking. I don't want to bring up bad memories.
Don't worry, lad. Tell you what. It's yours.
What?
On the house.
Are you sure? This is from your friend.
He would want someone of a mystical arts to carry it for him. He would want his legacy to carry on in the capable hands of another mystical student.
Oh, if you're offering, I'll take it, and I'll make sure to have his memory live on. Because This definitely looks like a masterpiece of a wand. I've never seen anything like it.
It was legendary.
I will protect this with my life and use it by how I should. Protect the people that I need to.
You're a
Thank
good
you.
boy. You're a good lad. Tell you what, I'll give you a 50% discount since you're buying 10 of everything from my stock.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I'll make sure to treat this well, and I'll even recommend this store to other people I come across. Because, no, truth be told, you have given me great service, and you just seem like a good person.
Not many here would agree with your opinion, but
Screw
Thank
those
you.
opinions.
thank
Name's
you.
Karma, by the way.
I am Ridicus El Dominus.
Ridiculous. I'll make sure to remember that.
Thank you, dear
Ridicus
boy.
El Dominus.
Yes. Now, off you pop. I'm sure your friends are waiting.
Again, thank you.
No, dear boy. Thank you.
And I leave the shop while just waving bye. And head back to my group.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Before I pop my head back in, what was this guy's name? You never told me.
It doesn't matter now. But he would be proud that his wand is in your hands.
Alright then. And now I fully leave.
So as you're walking back, you do happen to spot Fingray kind of just tossing rocks at pigeons. Fingray, roll me a strength check.
No,
He's
they're
about to
not
fuck
pigeons.
up a
They're
pigeon.
mollymocks.
Oh, no!
Well, I said pigeon, but whatever in the area. I'm just throwing rocks at birds.
He doesn't discriminate his rock.
Hey, yeah, fucker! Woo! Yeah, I almost got him.
Roll me a d4. So, yeah, you kind of just pissed off an entire flock of space mollymocks, and they all start forming a triangle and start diving towards you and Karma.
I'm gonna pull out my chain gun and go fucking ham.
Oh, no!
Fingray, no!
Just go. Okay, go ahead and roll me the attack on that.
I think if
I'm guessing
I
Hex
do-
and I hear that from inside.
Oh, definitely.
There we go. The I can roll the actual roll. I think go anyway.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
Uh,
That should not be a 5.
Did you click on the chain gun after the 151?
Hold on, I'm rolling it. Oh,
There you go.
Wow. Okay, it's a 2d8. Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. Okay.
No, it was
Yeah.
just 5 piercing.
yeah,
Okay.
it is a
then.
2d8.
All right, so
It's
you,
2d8, but it's like I thought it would not per bullet, but like that stack a little bit. The last time we
probably.
used it, that's kind of how we did it, but I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. All right, so yeah, you like unload that daka on these space mollymocks. You do manage to kill all of them, but you also put like bullet holes in the wall and through the windows, and you start hearing people screaming and crying, and you
What?
now
They were
hear-
in the air. I thought they were diving above me. I didn't think I was shooting buildings.
Yeah, you guys are in like a little alleyway at this point.
Yeah, I would probably hit some building. My bad.
Yeah,
I
you
was
do
being
happen to
attacked by
hear
birds.
you happen to hear a whistle going. "Arr!" Stop! In the name of the law! You should put your weapons down, boy, before someone gets hurt.
Just put the chain gun on the ground, hands up. I'm sorry. Bird got mad at me and I handled it. Go over. I won't charge any weapon ever again.
The two guards are looking at the ground and they see all of the spacemen on the marks. Huh! You shot down our state birds.
Oh. Well.
Officers? I'm sorry that this has happened. He's very much of an idiot. I am sorry on his behalf. I will
Rune
keep a
walks
closer eye
out
on
of the
him.
tavern, sees this whole scene, and says, "Nope," and turns around and walks back in.
I will keep a closer eye on him, officers. I'm sorry this happened.
Hex is gonna walk out. She's going to
Rune shoos her back inside. And is like, "Nope, we're not getting involved."
She casts enlarge / reduce to get under grasp walk the
The what?
Whatever.
What?
I missed some of that. You were cutting.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
I'm going to use enlarge / reduce to shrink, to then walk underneath Rune's feet.
Underneath Rune's feet.
Rune's not actively making you go back inside. He's just like, "Nope, don't get involved. Come on, turn around. We get paid if they're dead still."
Oh, then I'm just gonna push back.
Nope.
And Rune just keeps going, and he just is like, "All right, do whatever."
Look, I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I'll
She's
keep a
just
closer
gonna
eye on this idiot.
telepathically say, "I got this."
No.
Oh, God.
Rune responds and says, "Do whatever. It's your job. They still get."
I'm trying to convince them here.
She's going to step out in front of them, and she's going to be like, "Your state bird. I remember the last time I saw mollywogs. Quite aggressive creatures.
Rune, the doors open. Rune's just like, "Ah,
Quite
fuck."
beautiful."
The guard looked to Hex. Yes, that is why it is our state bird. Aggressive. As 5 more guards show up surrounding you.
But would you punish your own people for defending them?
Defending them?
Defending themselves from such a aggressive bird. Surely you wouldn't allow a child.
Does this man have citizenship here? Is this man
Immigrants
registered?
have rights too.
That is a very
Just
dodgy.
saying.
That's very dodgy. I'm not gonna get
Can
involved
we not
with that.
can we not get political on here?
Here, I got
Like,
this. I
we're-
got this.
We're treading
5
dangerous
minutes
territory here.
later of political fight.
Shit.
I'm gonna need you to roll me some massive persuasion on
Who?
this.
Both
Only
me?
Political.
I mean, I'm also trying to
No,
convince him
Hex-
not to
Yeah,
do
no,
stuff.
No,
Hex has
Hex
gotta
and
do it,
Fing
yeah.
Ray at this point. And
Oh,
actually,
so I'm no longer involved.
No. Go ahead. You two, all 3 of you, roll me persuasion.
We kind of
Okay.
all put in some input. Go.
I want to see
persuasion.
everyone's rolls before I do mine.
It's not going to be good. Oh, mine look okay.
Not terrible.
Hex, what is yours?
I imagine
Better than any
Hex
of my
is
persuasion rolls.
gonna be through the roof.
My persuasion rolls usually are way worse.
That is true. Yours is.
You only have a +1 in persuasion, so you actually rolled pretty decently
Yeah.
this time.
Hex.
Yeah, for once. I
Chappie,
heard
you there?
I heard Rune. I did leak. They're not my persuasion rolls.
Chappie, you there?
They're better than mine.
Chappie.
Chappie?
The way it
Chubby.
goes.
I think his computer crapped out.
No.
No,
Yay.
his Xbox. It's his internet.
No.
Fantastic.
Love that.
Of course it happened.
Karma, go ahead and
Hey.
roll me real quick.
Okay, persuasion.
Holy shit!
Hey, I got a 19!
Oh,
Wait, You have
wow.
a plus 16 to your persuasion?
Yep.
When the fuck did that happen?
When I reached level 19.
Oh my god. I don't even have it. I don't have a stat that high. I have
What did you
11.
multi-class in?
Yeah.
So the guards look to Karma and they go, "Very well. See that you keep an eye on your friend going forward.
Okay, hold on. Here's Chappie.
We will let you
do
go
not-
with a warning this time, but next time we may not be so lenient." And then all the guards.
Yeah, I had a
disperse.
whole bit that I was going to do.
Okay. What was your bit going to be?
I want to
I
hear
was
this.
going to pull out the seal of the kingdom of Yor.
That has no sway here.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Thi-
And also,
this is
do
the
you have
outlaw
that?
area.
Yeah,
I do.
you what?
How do you have that?
Because I'm nobility.
I
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I thought you were I thought you had confused your items with Juno.
no.
No.
This is a whole thing with Hex that Chappie and I have gone over. But yeah. So
Yeah. By the way, Chappie, you missed it. I got a 35 on persuasion.
Oh wow.
so yeah, given Hex's seal
My
of
internet
your
pooped
has no merit here because you're no longer in your technically, at least as far as like country borders are concerned.
Basically, you're in the Badlands.
Yeah, you're in the Badlands essentially. But given Karma's 35, it's like, okay, yeah, we'll let you go with a warning this time.
All right.
So all is calm, all is good.
Yes. All right.
Start my roll 20. It's acting up. My
How
internet
dare.
pooped, and then just
Alright.
everything decided to die.
That explains it.
That's
I hate
usually
whenever
how it
that
goes.
happens. So, Heck, what is going on? Why did I find Figure out here?
I don't know.
I want to throw rocks at birds. I picked the wrong bird. I thought I was throwing them at pigeons.
Fingray, we don't throw rocks at birds unless they're literally attacking us first.
Look, I'm sorry, but y'all are so fucking boring. You went to a magic shop.
Yes, to
They
get
were doing
supplies that I
performances
need.
to make money. Like, I didn't want to do any
I
of
actually
that.
didn't. I didn't do that. I didn't end up doing that. That never happened for me.
You know what, Fingray, let's just head back
Damn.
inside the tavern. Come on. I'm dragging Fingray into the tavern.
Just
Yeah,
grabbing him by
well,
the
fine,
ear.
whatever. Whatever.
I'm grabbing him by the back of his jacket and dragging him.
You're not even that strong. How are you doing that? Like, not fighting
We're
it?
just sitting at a table in the tavern, just waiting.
Okay.
Alright, I'm
So
back
you guys
inside
are-
the tavern with
Hex is
Fingray.
gonna-
Yeah, I think we're all back in the tavern now.
When
Hex is
he hears the door
gonna-
open,
What? Wait,
Sorry,
hang on. What is
Chappie.
Hex going to do?
When that we were walking in, Hex is going to communicate telepathically and see, I did everything a-okay. Like
we're just
craving
gonna ignore it.
Well,
We're just gonna ignore it, and when he hears the door open, he's gonna turn around and say, "All right, come over here. We have some stuff we need to talk about."
All right.
So,
Alright. Get to explaining.
So, our employer is very far south. And I'm sure that you would like the chance to earn some money. Is that correct? Money's always
Yeah.
good. Everybody likes money, right? Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, usually.
Alright, I'm gonna slam the flyer down on the table. I have us an escort job. 1,000 gold. They're going exactly where we need to go. Easy payday.
While he's explaining that, can I actually see which way we were supposed to go to fight the guy that killed our friends?
Go for it.
It also destroyed the
roll me
Kingdom of War.
insight.
Alright, I need to remember which way it is.
South, very far south.
Okay, so it was going the same direction. Alright, yeah, I agree with this then.
Head in the same direction. Who are the people that were
That is
taken?
true.
It's this pack of excavation archaeologists, people, just academic types. They don't know how to fight.
Where are they
Yeah,
going?
just civilians. That's fine.
They're going to some ruins. It's mostly in the same direction. It's a little bit out of our way. But, you know.
What's the
Close
ruins
enough.
are they going after?
Oh, it's ruins of ruins of
Scripture.
something. Ruins of scripture.
That
Hmm.
be
would
important.
can I happen to roll for history to possibly know about this?
Yeah, same here.
You know where we're going.
I'm also going.
No, he's
to
talking
do
about
that.
the runes.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the actual location. Like, do we recognize it? Do we know it?
Yeah.
Go
I mean,
ahead
I
and
was in the order
roll.
of scribes.
Go ahead and roll.
I got some. I'm an intelligent being. I know things sometimes.
I'm also
Not this
a
time.
somewhat
Not this time.
dumb human being.
Let's see what Hex
This-
gets.
Just wait a sec, I gotta wait for roll 20 to stop its shenanigans.
I roll
Roll
20.
20.
You haven't.
It hates you today.
Do you
my
want me to
God.
roll
The crosser
history?
session, roll 20 was
or-
just taking a huge ass dookie on all of us. It was bad.
Okay.
Love it.
It's
Do you want me
history.
to roll for history?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all wrote history.
Ooh.
God.
Got two people who know.
fucking Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She did
so,
some studying.
Okay, so, both of you know that the Ruins of Scripture used to be this grand library. The Dragon God of Secrets actually used to reside there before being relocated after a terrible disaster happened. What caused that disaster is currently unknown.
Ooh, we should go. If we have the time, I would love to take a stop there.
I mean, that wouldn't
Anything
be that bad.
with the
I'm just
name Runes
really-
of Scripture sounds interesting. So.
I'm just
That's
gonna
true.
look at Hex like really quickly and like raise an eyebrow and be like,
You might want to
What
private
do you
message
mean?
them.
and I'm just, but you know, it's fine. It's just a quick look.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so 1,000 gold. We'll split it evenly. Easy payday. And you know, if they don't want to pay us, we can just take all their shit. They don't know how to fight. They don't know anything.
If we can avoid that, I'd like to, but I'm not
Yeah,
opposed.
I don't want to kill anyone.
I don't have
I
to
didn't
kill
say
them.
Kill. I said take.
Yeah. They're not gonna stop us. They can
I'm all
try.
for killing them.
So
Oh,
as
God.
you guys are
No.
sitting around the table discussing, there is a waitress that shows up. A young, red-skinned, winged tiefling kind of just waltzes in. Can I get you boys anything?
I'm having flashbacks here.
I swear to God, every time a tiefling shows up, it gotta be fed by somebody.
Oh. Do you like
Flashback.
water?
Not sure if anybody in the watching on stream would get that, but
Okay.
that's a
Okay,
deep
Wood.
cut.
Yeah,
there you
that's,
go.
That's a deep cut right there. I might re-release that. That's campaign at some point. I don't know, but regardless,
You want some water?
A remastered.
You want to release that?
Ah!
I'm going. Babe, do not. Oh God.
God,
Scared.
All right, you know what? Actually, yeah, go for it.
on
Go
that
for
was
it.
Disturbing.
What? Go
Be-
for what?
Be my waitress here. Go ahead.
Are you
Oh.
serious?
I'm serious.
no.
Go ahead. Do
Oh,
it.
shit.
All right.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this. How far do you want me to go?
How far are you willing?
Oh god, that's worse.
Okay, then I'm sorry, boys.
Oh God, here we
I'm
go.
sorry
Go for
in
it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway because I was gonna wave her off and say we were leaving anyway, and then stand up and walk out the door, because we're going to find the caravan because they're leaving.
What are you pretty boys doing? And she sits
Leaving.
on the table, her tail swaying.
You would probably
were
ruin
just
my
leaving.
life. I'm gonna leave now.
What? You don't want a tall, warm glass of water before you go?
And jump through the window.
I just
Oh God.
But no, as soon as I'm jumping through the window, I'm basically going head first through the window, but my hands are basically flipping her off as I go through.
Goddamn.
Roll a dexterity check.
No, that'd be a
We're just like,
dexterity
what the fuck is wrong with
save.
these
Yeah,
people?
dex
And he's
save.
walking out.
Dexterity
He's
is
walking
okay.
out the door like a normal person.
Yeah, I'm just going out the door. I'm just gonna follow
Okay,
out the
okay.
door.
So,
As-
Karma.
One of them throws rocks at Molly Mox. One of them jumps out windows of taverns. Why does the boss want to talk to these people?
Hey, we had to break the
I'm
window
going to
somehow.
offer you free drinks as it's happy hour.
Oh, gods.
God damn it! Free drink. I
We're
walk
out
right
the
back
door.
in.
I don't think we
Actually-
can hear you anymore.
Can I get it to
on
go?
The way out is going to tip her hat with her telekinesis.
Not even no hand, just tip hat.
She puts her
Yeah.
hands on her hips and she looks like pissed off.
Well, hold on. Fingray went back in. It's happy hour. Or at least I'm
Can I
assuming.
get it to go, or do
Oh,
I
okay.
do I have to finish my drink here?
You gotta finish your drink here.
All right, I'll take an grog.
Oh, gods.
Grog, do you want an extra grog and sexy? Her tail
No,
like, goes
no, I-
right under Fingray's chin.
Ah! You're very nice, but I do need to go somewhere, so I'll take it regular. Thank you.
I suppose. She turns around and smacks you with her tail, just the tip of her pointed tail against your cheek.
Oh,
Gods, where were you in our first campaign?
No.
You sure you would want that?
You want the
To
real answer?
expose her to that?
And I'm just going to say this: me jumping out the window, we had to break a window in this tavern, otherwise it would be the bartender.
Oh,
no,
God.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
By the
it's a
way,
requirement.
you're gonna have to pay for that window.
I'll
Fucking run!
I'll handle that. I'm the broke one, but the guy who jumped through the window has money, so we'll
As
figure it out.
Fingray says that, she smiles and goes, "Oh, you're such a good boy."
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. You know what?
Can we just move on?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
going to
move
say
on,
Fingray.
please.
No,
This
I'm
has
saying
gone too
no.
long.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
I
I'm
agree.
saving. I'm saving Fingray. Fingray's hand grabs Fingray.
Just
Hold,
grabs
hold
him
on,
and just
hold on,
yeets him
hold on.
out.
I gotta finish the drink. How much
No,
for the window? How much for the window?
She's gone by now, going
Yeah.
to get your drink.
Okay.
As this happens, Hax uses her precision and slaps a cloud that says "No horny."
All right.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
I'm gonna grab 50 gold coin, lay them on the table, a note. I'm gonna leave a nice note saying sorry I had to leave. My contact information is.
Leaving-
Here's my
leaving
sending
his
stone
sending
contact.
address.
I'll
Just-
come back to you.
Sending stone.
I have a sending stone. I don't have one to give her, but I have one.
No, he just wrote down his
God.
information.
Give her the sending stone.
No, he just gave her an
I gave her
information.
the information to link to mine. Like,
Oh my
if you have a sending
God,
stone.
Okay.
Like,
By the
here's
way-
my line. Here's my way line.
By the way, Fingray, Bigby's hand is just waiting there.
Yeah, so you guys leave the tavern and you guys meet up with the caravan and the dude that you talked to earlier. He looks to Ruin. Ah, are you ready to go?
We'll get paid up front.
Roll
Huh.
persuasion. Roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Fuck.
You'll get paid after the journey.
What about
That's
half
fine,
now
too.
and half after? She said half. I like that.
Roll persuasion. Roll persuasion. Roll persuasion. I'm having brain farts. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Fine.
Damn.
Oh,
Fine.
hey, there you go.
Half now, half
I'm
later.
gonna hold out my hand.
He puts a decent sized bag of gold in your hand.
All right, everybody gets what? It's 250.
Real quick, what is everyone's passive perceptions?
20.
12.
17.
Fingray?
The one thing that I always forget where it is. 16. There you go.
Okay. Fingray and Karma, you do happen to notice that this bag seems a little bit more than just 500 gold.
Hey, hold on. How much in that bag?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh, in this bag?
Yeah, how much in that bag?
I don't know. I haven't counted it yet.
Count it. Lay it out right here. Let's count it together.
I mean, it's probably 750 because I got a finder's fee.
A finder fee.
I
A
found
finder
the
fee that you did not tell us about.
job pays 1,000.
Oh boy.
No, it sounds like the job pays more, but you're taking a finder.
I'm sorry. What does this flyer say? I'm just gonna hold it up.
Just 1,000 gold.
Right,
Yeah,
but
and I negotiated a finder's fee
there
for
would be
myself.
500 coins in that bag. It looks like there's more than that in that bag.
There is.
But how did you negotiate a finder fee?
I talked to the guy.
And how much was the finder fee?
I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
Oh, this is getting good.
Look, it's not even the finder fee that bothers me. We could have talked about that, but you can't just not say anything, man.
Look. How about everybody gets 100 extra gold, and we'll call it good.
You know what? Just keep it. You're not making me trust you any better.
Not to interrupt, but if y'all are ready to go, we probably should get going before sundown.
Just
Alright, I'm
keep
gonna give
all the
everybody-
money
I'm gonna
together, and we'll negotiate a split later. Let's
No,
do
I'm
the
giving
job.
everybody 150 gold.
Nope. I'm not accepting it.
I'll take my 150. You can keep Karma, I guess.
I mean,
I'll take Karma's.
No. Karma gets 150 now and 150 later. Karma will take the 300 gold. Everybody will take the 300 gold. Okay?
All right.
Before
try
you
to
leave,
make
let me just call one other person
difficult.
to your party, and I whistle for lightning.
So you whistle in the air, and everybody
Yep.
hears this like robotic
I
draconic roar, and lightning just kind of like flies down with Fingray's tank in tow. Motherfuckers, where the hell y'all been? I've been waiting for y'all for 3 hours now.
There were some hiccups.
Bitch, hiccups? What kind of fucking hiccups we talking about here?
I
I was
murdered
blown off
30
my
birds.
ass over here.
I killed 30 birds and did like a good amount of gold and property damage.
I thought you were gonna say.
Well,
like,
now you can
crack.
repay that debt, Fingray. And I hand him his 150 gold.
Thanks, man.
And then I'm going to give Hex her 150 gold, and I'm going to give Karma his 150 gold.
Fine.
I updated your guys' gold. Don't worry.
I gotta do math now.
I did it already.
Oh, yeah, now I notice it. Thank you.
So the caravan's gonna look towards lightning and be like, "You have a dragon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that a problem?
Wait, Rune,
No,
why?
no
How do you
problem.
know of lightning?
I don't. I'm just going with it.
Whatever. I get on top of lightning.
That is not a problem at all. That's actually brilliant. We have better protection now from the skies."
And I'm
Detach
sorry.
my tank off of
which one
lightning,
you-
I'm gonna drive
Which one
that.
of you was insulting me, saying that you could crush me like a bug?
Honey,
Yes.
why don't you apologize to these fine people that are going to be protecting us?
I'm sorry that I speak the truth. She goes back in with her
It
fan.
doesn't sound like an apology.
That's fine. I'd let you crush me.
Oh, God.
Rune's just
I'm
continuing
durable
to
as
stare at the
fuck.
back of her head.
Okay.
Rune, you notice that she wears a toupee.
Not a wig, a toupee.
Mm-hmm.
She's walking out there with like full on like male headwear toupee. That's fucking awesome.
Oh goodness.
Coming
Does
out
she
in a
have
big
fake
casual
spray tan
suit,
on?
too. Yeah.
Okay.
You have a
so,
gold chain that's obviously fake.
So do you guys get on your way then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm driving the tank.
Sure.
Making our way in the world today.
All right. So
Making my way
We got like a
downtown,
fleet going.
walking fast.
so yeah, you guys get going.
70 feet for 6 seconds.
You guys like spend a few days traveling. You have to follow the same speed that the caravan is going, so it's going to take you guys a little bit longer to get there. They estimate that it's going to be about 3 weeks travel till you guys reach your destination. So after a few days of continuous walking, almost with no rest, eventually the caravan decides, okay, we need to stop here for the night. And they start setting up camp. They find this like rocky, terrainy area with like a couple of trees and what looks to be like cactus in the area. Really big cactus, mind you. And it seems safe here. So you guys get your tents set up. Everything is looking pretty fine. Excuse me.
Would you say that the tree that's like directly above us is the tallest?
Yes. Hold on. I have a map for this. Give me 1 second. Oh, apparently you guys are on the camp already. Let me guess.
Yeah.
That was you,
Yeah.
babe?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got you.
Well, thanks, babe.
I love you.
I love you
got
too.
you, babe.
So the one directly above you is actually not the biggest, but there is a really big one that's like, just north of you.
Yeah, I think it's this one here.
Yep.
I'm going to roll.
Yeah, is the really big tree, like width-wise, would you say that's the tallest one?
The one at the top of the map, yes.
Yeah, Rune's just gonna climb that and sit up top, and just keep a watch.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for nature to look for possible threats and or possible supplies.
Go ahead and roll. Not great. Okay, so you're like scavenging around, and you're like looking around, between the cactus, the trees, and everything. You get around to some of the cactus, and you find this like brown pudding-like substance. And as you take a whiff of it, it doesn't like smell the greatest, but if you taste it, it tastes like the most delicious sugary substance that you have ever tasted.
Well, did
Why would I go around
wrong.
tasting random substances? I don't
yeah,
know
that's
what
what
they
I'm
are.
saying.
I was just describing if you were to do that. Sorry, my bad.
You gotta wait.
Mm-hmm.
You said it smells horrible and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
put that in my mouth because it smells horrible and that doesn't make sense.
Fair enough.
I'll try it.
then you got Fiend Grey who's over here like, I'll try anything.
I mean, I'm pretty
I
sure
eat
it's
fucking
resistant to
rocks,
poison.
bro. Can't be that much worse. I'm also immune to poison. I'm rock.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so the poop is like right over here.
Oh wait, it's
It's
poop.
cactus shit.
No, we didn't say it was poop, babe.
Pudding. I said pudding.
You said poop.
You did
it's
not.
Pudding.
I heard
You did in
poop.
fact.
Pudding.
You
I
did
heard
in
poop.
fact say poop,
No,
but I'm gonna assume
You-
that's a
you
detail
did
that I'm
not
not
say
supposed to
pudding.
know. Let's keep going.
You said caca.
You did in fact say
What?
gaga.
Babe, let me do my DM job. Okay.
What do I need to roll?
God, it's over here. There.
Do I need to roll anything for this, or am I just?
No,
Or are we
no,
just
you,
gonna roll
you,
play
you
this
just,
out?
you just role play it out.
Fucking full send it.
I'm just gonna grab like a good little nugget there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it closely. Can I perceive what this is. Let me try to.
Roll investigation.
Okay. Perfect.
Damn.
So,
Is this
I have
a
good
bird?
investigation. It's like the only thing I'm good at.
so you're looking at this, and it does seem rather fresh, actually. This is definitely excrement of some creature. But as you further investigate it, let's say, you pull out the alchemical set that somebody brought up because you're an artificer. I'll give you this. And you start,
I might have
thoroughly-
one too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right, you do. So you start thoroughly examining it, and you begin to identify that this excrement is literally just like, it's got protein, it's got sugar, it's got stuff that you'd find in like fruits and vegetables. So this is a very edible substance, but it does kind of smell like excrement.
Yeah, this is poop. This is excrement. This is crap. Is what it is.
But-
It's pretty fresh, which means whatever shit it out, it's probably close.
Whatever shit it out is healthy.
Well, not
Healthy
only
is
is
a
it
lot of
that,
berries.
but according to your research on this, according to your investigation, it is actually very edible, even to like other creatures as well, not just to those immune to poisons. There is no poison in here.
You could eat this, by the way. Not poisonous. The specific creature that dropped this doesn't have any sort of bad amino acids or whatever I didn't get into the
I
technical
don't
explanation,
feel
but I
like
don't feel like it.
Fingray, how do you think
Please.
poison works?
I don't completely know because I haven't been poisoned.
Would you like to?
I'm not sure if you could do that, but still no. I'm not gonna test it today. Anyway, look around for tracks. There might be an animal around here. Maybe we can kill it and eat it. Which leads me into I want to roll an investigation to look for tracks.
Okay, go ahead. All right, so you begin digging around. You begin looking. You pull up like a magnifying glass. Okay, you're Sherlocking this bullshit. And as you begin looking around, at first it doesn't seem like you find anything out of the ordinary. It's just like ripples of sand in the wind. But you do happen to notice what appears to be like one footprint, just a single footprint. Okay, you're like way out over here. I'm marking it on the map for you.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you can see my pin that well because it's gold.
Hold on. Let me zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, it's like over to the left, a little ways away from camp.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Top or bottom?
Basically middle.
Oh. Oh, yep. Now I see it.
So that's where you find what appears to be a four-taloned creature, 3 in the front, 1 in the back. Has, stood a little bit for a little bit.
Right. I'm kind of positioned a little bit behind a rock, or I'm gonna go with this little tree branch here. I'm kind of watching.
Mm-hmm.
Formulate a good plan. Ooh.
Do you even tell anyone about this?
No, I'm just kind of hunting now. Y'all watch me just kind of run off and start investigating and do what you will with
Let
that.
him cook.
Yeah,
I
well,
wonder if I can still see him from my vantage point.
What's your passive perception?
20.
Yeah, you can see him from where you're at. It's a little difficult to see through all the like bramble and branches and such, but you can kind of see him.
yeah, while all of this is happening, I'm just laying on the back of Lightning.
Step
Alright.
away from the animal.
Well, as long as I'm keeping an eye on stuff, I don't really care. I just want to be able to see from my vantage point because I think I can also meditate instead of sleep. Which makes it really nice,
Mm-hmm.
but because I can just keep watch all night and just meditate.
Okay.
Gonna be really bad.
Fingray, what do you
Okay.
do?
Let me can I pop up a description on this one?
Roll me
I probably need to go
insight.
down the actual spell.
Or what spell?
Oh,
are
on the
you
animal?
using?
Yeah. I was looking at a spell, but I'm gonna keep doing that while I roll. What do you want me to roll? Because I do want to
Insight.
know what creature this is. Insight?
Yeah.
Yeah. My not good one, but
Okay. What spell are you using?
I would like to use. We're doing it a little. Yeah, why not?
What is this?
Catapult.
Okay, you're using catapult. Why are you using catapult? I can't see its description.
I'm trying to pop it up, but it won't work. There we go.
Featherfall.
Featherfall.
That's not that. Nope, that one.
Catapult. Okay, why are you using catapult?
I'm gonna catapult a big old nickel rock.
Okay.
Maybe I'll rip a piece off my shoulder, off my bicep. Line her up. Boom!
Okay.
Right at that motherfucker.
What motherfucker?
The animal.
What animal?
The creature.
What creature?
You just found a
You said there
footprint.
was a
That's it.
creature.
No, you just found
You
a
said you-
footprint.
I found the footprint. and-
Footprint
okay, whatever.
of a creature.
Yeah, you didn't
Cool.
find the actual
Investigate the
creature
footprint.
yet.
Do I have a DNA analysis kit?
No.
No.
There is nothing like that in medieval times.
No.
Never say never.
Gray pulls out a fucking centrifuge.
Fucking-
just whip out a sonic screwdriver. It'll tell you. Just go.
Centrifuge, a sequencer, and like a full-on desktop.
Oh god. So yeah, just what did you roll for insight? 13.
Yeah, not great.
So you see this giant talon print in the sand, and all you can think of is, that's a big bird.
Shit.
You know what? Here, let me draw it out for you. Let's get that color. There we go. All right, so you're right there. So you see like a 1, a 2, a 3. Okay, and then there's one right there.
Pretty big footprint.
I take that.
Probably should bring this information back to the rest of us. But that's just me talking.
Well, I called out the animal when I picked up the poop, and then I ran away. Go.
Yeah, but we
You guys
didn't.
like
I
half
didn't see where you went. I was thinking on the back of lightning.
So
I
well,
hate to point out
I
the
was
obvious,
probably there for it.
but it does look like there's a skeleton on the map that might match this footprint.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know if my character saw that when I was.
I mean,
running around.
they're rather big and very obvious, so I'm shocked nobody spoke about it until
I've been on the
now.
back
Yeah.
of lightning this whole time, just staring up at the stars.
Yeah, so while
Also,
all
they're
this,
definitely dragons.
Rune has no reason to have any interest in dragon stuff.
so while this is all going on, I'm actually going to like peer over to Karma and Hex since they're kind of just still at camp with lightning. What are you two up to?
I'm just trying to speak to lightning here.
Okay, what about you, Hex?
Well, I went around and looked for the shenanigans with the natures. So
And found the poop.
Yes, I found the poop.
You found
Um,
me.
Oh.
I guess I will pull out my journal and record the events of the day.
Okay. How do you write this down?
Found poop, road wagon.
Found
Pink
poop.
Gray,
Is a crazy
Pink Gray is a heavy sleeper.
bird.
Best to dissect at night.
Gods. Okay, so Karma, what are you up to then? You said you're trying to speak with lightning?
Yes, but telepathically, since that's the thing that we actually can do.
Bitch, the fuck you want right now?
Quick
Look.
question: since I'm telepathic, can I hear telepathic conversations?
No.
Oh, that'd be funny though.
You'd
I have
have
a
to
special feed.
Yeah, you'd have to like try and peer into that thought process. So you'd have to like try and read into the minds of one of the two.
Which you'd have to know about
Do
them
that,
actually being
but-
telepathic to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I am telepathic.
Yeah, but Hex doesn't know Karma is, or Lightning
Yeah,
is.
true.
So
True.
Hex would not be able to regardless at this current point in time. So, what's your conversation going on like, Karma?
Basically, I'm just staring up at the stars, looking, and while I'm talking to him, I'm just asking, are there any kind of creatures we need to be careful of out here that you probably thought of when you were alive? Because
Bitch,
this is a desert.
the fuck I know. I don't know. The deserts have been a long... Like, I haven't traversed the deserts in fucking forever. It's been thousands of years. For all I know, up is down, left is right, and, poop is edible.
Wait,
Poop
what?
is edible!
Wait, why are you
That's
saying...
just a fact!
Do you
Sorry.
do you know something here? Because they did say they found something that has edible poop.
Bitch, I don't know fucking anything then! He just kind of curls up and, like, lays down and just, like, covers his face.
You are a useless dragon unless it comes to
So
fighting.
helpful.
I thought you would know.
I mean, I could tell you a story about the ancients, but other than that, no, I got nothing.
Oh, back up there. The what?
The ancients? The time, before all the dragon gods and everything?
There's no record of any of this.
Nope. Before...
I didn't even know there was something called an ancient.
Well, yeah, there's... think of it as, like, the first alpha of sorts. Like, the god Io. He's an ancient. Like, the Rocs, they have an ancient. The whales, they have an ancient. Pretty much every living creature that you can think of, they have, like, some form of an ancient to them that has been living for eons and eons and eons and eons, and probably are still present today. Mostly keep to themselves, but,
Okay. So, literally everything has an ancient somehow?
Pretty
How
much.
have we not heard any of this?
Did you ever ask?
Who would think that gods have an ancient of something?
No, there you go.
How is this the only information you know?
Because I was right there around that time when they were still forming.
Wait, they were still forming, yet you were there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that also count you as an ancient in your past life?
Nope.
So, I thought you said everything came from an ancient.
Yeah, everything came from an ancient. That doesn't make me an ancient.
And the fuck did you come from?
I came from the lightning dragons.
But they come from the ancient.
Yeah, Io.
But you said they were still forming at that time.
Yeah.
Why do I have such an idiotic ancestor?
I don't know. My father was a shrew and my mother was a hamster.
Did you eat anything of Philandros left behind?
Maybe.
God damn it. We're done with this conversation, but I'm keeping what you said about the ancients in mind because you might actually be right.
Oh, okay. Go the fuck. Good night.
Hey, you don't need sleep. You're staying awake and watching everything to make sure we don't get attacked. You don't need sleep. I know you're faking it. You're staying the fuck awake.
Fine. Be that way, bitch.
Yeah, but you're keeping guard. I'm just gonna be here and take a quick nap fast.
Okay, fine.
Wake me up if something happens.
Fine.
And I close my eyes just to try and get some sleep.
All right, so back to Ruin. What are you up to? Hello? Ruin?
Oh no, not again.
Sorry, I forgot that I had muted myself. I'm meditating on top of the tree, and just staying there all night.
You're just gonna
Keep
stay on
watch.
top of the tree all night.
Yeah, because
Keep
I can
Overwatch.
meditate instead of sleeping.
Okay.
At least I'm pretty sure I can. At least, I mean, like that's what the key ability makes it sound like.
Okay. Finger, what are you up to?
I want to investigate one of the skeletons of the dragon.
Okay, go ahead.
I kind of see one over here. I was like in the line of sight of it, so I might as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Wish there was a way to like.
Roll investigation.
I'm getting there. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out a way I can keep my goddamn character sheet up without having to cloak it every time.
Without it covering half the map.
Yeah.
If you double click it, it'll close on its own. And then
I mean, he's on Xbox, I believe.
Oh.
Oh well, I'm on my laptop for Roll20. I'm on Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you like
Well-
double click the top bar, it'll like kind of like go opaque.
Oh.
Or you could just turn it into
Could've
a tab and
learned
have
that 2
two
years
tabs
ago.
open.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it doesn't do the widget roll. If you do that.
The widget roll? You mean like rolling the dice?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it
it
does
won't
that.
put
I
it in
mean,
the
I
chat
just
for
click
you,
it and
huh?
roll.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been doing like the tabs thing this whole
Yeah,
time.
no, so if you like pop it out as a separate tab, it'll still do that.
Because it's connected.
The problem I have with that though is it's another tab to keep track of, so I just kind of minimize the sheets and just let them, kind of like hang around until I need them. So if
Yeah.
you just double click the top area of that sheet, it'll minimize it and kind of make it go opaque.
Yeah. Like so much easier. I can't believe I didn't figure that.
Hey, I didn't either. So.
I'm shocked none of you knew about this until now.
I just like tabs.
Yes, we
Random
know.
FedEx. All right. Anyway, 19.
Okay, so you walk up to this scout. Anyways, you walk up to this skeletal structure of a dragon, and upon further examination, you do happen to notice that these bones are made of like a crystal structure, as if it's like almost sapphire in geometry. Or no, not geometry. Blah. Anyways,
In nature.
in nature, yes, like the bones themselves are made out of sapphire.
Rip
All right.
Samurai, you would have loved the
Looks like
Sapphire
we're
Dragon.
harvesting bones today.
Oh no.
You make so much money off of this shit.
So as far as like how long these bones have been here, it's very hard to get a carbon date.
Gotcha. Could have, but I mean, we're talking ancient. Like we're talking.
Yeah, the size of it is
centuries.
definitely telling you that this is an ancient dragon.
Crazy. Never even thought ancient were actually real, let alone dead right here in front of me. God damn. But yeah, I'm gonna start harvesting some bones. I'll kind of take the best high quality sapphire peak, put them in a pile, kind of organize everything.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do that for a while, and kind of that's gonna be what I'm gonna be doing, is spending my time with skeletons, trying to harvest what I can, because you can sell that shit for a lot of money.
All right, roll me survival.
Can I see what he's doing?
Yes, you can see what he's doing. He's right there below you.
I'm gonna jump down and offer to help.
Roll survival, both of you.
I mean, if he doesn't want me to help, I won't help. But
Oh no, please go ahead. This is for the benefit of all of us.
Nat 20.
All right, so
Well,
Ruin,
good thing you did.
you just whip out your fists, all right? You get into a fighting stance position, and like JoJo Bizarre's Adventure, you just go muda 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 muda, just crushing these bones down to
Yes.
you're crushing these bones into like smaller gemstones and dust, and you just now
That's
have
not what
like.
I was trying to do.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was trying to carefully remove them so they would stay intact.
Well, you can use your speed too to do that really quickly.
Yeah.
Killed the
I mean, that
whole-
is a nat 20, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of just.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to crush them into smaller gemstones. I was trying to keep them intact because
Okay.
it'd be more valuable as the intact bones.
Well, we can
That
just say that his
almost
hands are
destroyed me.
moving that fast.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you managed to grab all the pieces of this skeletal dragon, and you managed to put them in a big ass pile
And
right behind
I'm sure
your
these
tent.
researchers that we're traveling with would love to buy these off of us.
Oh, there's a whole other skeleton.
What?
Yeah, but there's more. There's another one I saw clear down the other way. We could harvest that too, kind of get all this together. We shouldn't tell the caravan people about it until we have a full bundle deal for them.
Oh, the caravan people are already on the other one.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
And they
That's
chose
fine.
not to tell us anything.
Well, they can have that one. We got this one.
Actually, that one was bigger.
Well, this one was made of sapphire. What was that one made out of?
Not
Poop?
about the size.
Roll me perception.
Can I just know since I have a 20 in passive?
It's a little ways away. Roll me perception.
15.
16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, you kind of squint and kind of look at it as the sun is setting. You do happen to notice that it does reflect the sunlight in a very bronzy-like color.
Ah, only bronze.
I was gonna say it's
All
probably
right.
ruby. If
Ruby
it's a
doesn't shine the
gemstone.
light as
Or amber.
bronze. Yeah, there you go.
Mm. Well, if sapphire is more expensive than amber, so
It is.
Could be topaz.
maybe.
So less expensive than sapphire.
Yeah, either way. Either way, we win.
We
Let's
ball.
Just
Rune, do
stuff
you
we
want
got.
to... Do you still want to sell this to the caravan people? More out of somebody else.
Let's see what we can get when we hit the next city. I just want the head.
Oh, you can keep... Yeah, you can keep the head. That's
No
cool.
head?
The crystal skull of a dragon.
Make sure you
Yep.
add that to your
Badass.
character.
Yeah. We're gonna have to divvy this up.
Yeah, because you guys do just have a full skeleton of a dragon.
Hold on. Leave the piles there. Let me go get the tank.
Fingray, you can make bags of holding, right?
I should be able to with the right materials.
What do you need to make a bag of holding?
DM.
Roll to know. I don't know.
Even I
I'm
don't
bad
know.
with
Hold on.
components in this game, man. But I know I can. I've done it before.
DM is
bag.
checking.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be surprised me if there's some sort of void crystal that it says.
Possibly.
Because I'm pretty sure it's an enchantment on just any bag.
I mean, my
All right, hold
is a
on.
bag of
Y-
holding.
you guys are gonna have to make something bigger than a bag of holding because some of these bones are just that massive. A bag of
Okay,
holding
does
is
anybody
not
have a
gonna hold it.
backpack? Does
Uh,
anybody
Well-
have a backpack?
We can still make a bag of holding to hold a lot of it, and then we can put the rest on the tank.
Why not a
or,
crate of
You can
hoarding?
kind of hide it.
or you guys can make a chest of holding.
Or
Oh,
we can make a tank of holding.
tank of holding.
Or we can make
We're making
a
a-
barrel of holding.
Hang
Nope,
on.
we're making a tank. We're making.
Fingray, if you
I'm
make it
making
a-
my tank.
Fingray,
But okay,
Fingray-
important
Hey.
note. Important note. If you make it a tank of holding, nobody can breathe inside it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You can't use the
Yeah.
tank
And
anymore.
that's fine because I'll be the only one to operate it.
No,
Well-
he still needs to breathe.
I still need to. Well, I'm a rock gnome. Do I need to breathe?
Yes.
I
Okay.
think.
Can
don't
I
know if I
make
need
like
to
a
breathe.
cockpit for my tank
No.
where I can
You
breathe?
said cock.
No, it
Like an
becomes
actual,
a
like-
void.
Yeah.
Well, no, the
yeah.
inside of the tank would, but if I make like a different drive, put a steering wheel at the top, make a little dome with like a good protective
Any
glass.
form of the inside would become the tank of holding.
That means no ammo, no
So,
nothing. All
the-
engine is gone.
All right, we're making
Yeah.
a check.
Okay. So
Okay.
in order
Not
to
yet.
make a chest of holding, I'm gonna need you to roll me insight real quick.
Okay.
We have plenty of raw materials around us.
Yeah, we should be fine on that. Where the fuck is my insight? Insight's not my best stat.
That's at 20.
I'll take it. That's cool.
Okay. So you're going to need some kind of strong wood, like ancient oak, or dragon wood. You need to reinforce it with rare materials
Literally
like
right there.
mithril or adamantium. And most importantly, a magical component like phase spider silk or rare magical fiber.
Well, what kind of trees are these that are around us?
I'm pretty sure they're
Probably just
the
dead
right trees.
oak.
Actually, the biggest one in the middle here, that is actually dragon wood.
Hey, there
Yeah.
we go.
Mhm.
We
I
have one
figured.
of 3. Okay.
One of 3. I.
Now, do you
does anyone
guys
have
have
any
a
mithril?
rare metal?
I can
Have I ever
create metal.
seen a rare metal?
I mean,
Have I-
okay.
Have I ever seen like mithril?
I swear I have a
or anything
spell
like that?
where I can create metal. Hold on.
I know I do. I just have to have seen it before.
Roll me
I
insight.
can assume you've seen. Well, I mean,
I
You
mean,
wouldn't
you
know.
were a noblewoman.
yeah.
Yeah, but the key. But there's
I'd say it's almost likely
reasons.
that you have.
There's some reasons I may have forgotten though.
So I'm gonna need you to roll me insight. Okay, that works. Hex,
I got
Yeah, that'll
you
do it.
8 to that.
have in fact seen both mithril and adamantine in your works of study fairly recently, actually. You happen to recall a special axe that was made of such materials.
And where's that axe?
Yeah, just wait a sec. I'm reading.
Now, all you guys are going to need is something like phase spider silk or a magical fiber of some sort.
It will take me. It'll take me like a day to do this, though. A day of concentration.
I only sent that to read it.
How much of this do we need?
Yeah, that is a good point.
That is entirely dependent upon how big you want this chest to be and how much you want
It needs to be
carry.
big enough to fit the bones.
So I guess
Yeah,
I'll
what if we
make
want it to be enough to carry from like where the tail starts up to the head?
I don't think lightning can carry that.
Well, lightning doesn't
it's
have
the
to. We can
chest.
put the chest on the tank.
Yeah.
Um,
And
So-
weight doesn't translate to an object of holding.
no,
It weighs
but
a
the weight of
constant
the
weight regardless
object
of the
itself, like the weight
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
bag
yeah.
of holding, for instance, that part does matter.
I mean, I do get weighed down by my bag of holding if I don't be careful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's what, 10 pounds for a bag of holding?
For the chest,
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot
it's chest
heavier, but
folding,
on the
especially
on
if
the
it's
tank
like a
it won't
heavy-duty
matter because
one.
the tank's not a living organism to handle.
So,
Heavy shit.
We're not flying anyway.
Yeah.
so if you guys were to like break down like the rib cage a little bit, you could probably fit it into like a basic chest, which would be like a 3 feet by 2 feet box.
how
That's
much
not
metal
bad.
would I need for that?
It doesn't say how much you would need, just what you would need.
How much fiber would we need?
Again, it doesn't tell me how much you would need, just what you need.
Go ahead and make a
So-
guesstimation then.
Make a-
Okay, so,
number.
so you're going to need about 16
Like enough to make a normal
planks.
chest.
You're going to need about 16 planks of the high quality wood. You're going to need about trying to think about how much metal you would need. You would need about 10 pounds of the metal, and you need about
That's
at
easy.
least 12 yards of the magical fiber.
What are my gauntlets
is-
made out of?
Yeah, what is the magical fiber?
So it could be any kind of magical fiber, like phase spider silk is the most common magical component, but it could be something like from like an enchanted robe or
You're not getting my cloak.
Theoretically, could you use the creation
What?
spell to make a magical
No.
item? I
no,
assume
you
not.
could not. No, you could not.
But
Okay.
you know if you know the material that your cloak is made out of, you can use creation to make the same material.
No, I could not. It doesn't
No,
work that
you would
way.
have to enchant the fiber.
Hey, you
in the
want-
cloak.
You have to make the fiber and then enchant it, which we do have enchanting spells,
Mm-hmm.
and we have
But,
enchantments, so we can still do
okay. Anyhow, my cloak looks too fabulous. I'm not getting rid of it.
that. You don't need to,
We're not saying you.
I
get
can
rid of it,
literally
we're saying
make
you the
spider
same
silk
material
right
and you
now.
enchant it.
and then we just enchant it. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Nope.
That would take.
Nope.
Anyhow, that would
The webbing
take
spell
a
would not
ridiculous
work.
amount of time, even if.
The webbing spell would not work. You would have to go hunt down a phase spider and collect its silk.
What about just making rope and then enchanting it, or making a fiber?
If
I can make rope.
Yeah, if you
I have rope.
enchant a Oh wait, hold on. Let me read further into this. Okay, you have to enchant it with like specific kind of spells, be it teleportation, plane shifting. You'd have to enchant it with one
Yeah,
of those kinds of
teleportation.
spells.
I have.
So,
Someone had teleport.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So making the actual metal will probably take 12 hours to a day
Okay.
because
but we're resting here for 24 hours anyway because we've been going for like 3 days, right?
Yeah.
It will
We
take
got the
like
time,
12
we just
hours
gotta
to a
start
day
now.
of concentration, though.
Well, again, you're staying here for at least a whole day, so you got time.
Okay.
We could get her started. If me and Chappie pull
First,
together, we
I
got
need.
it.
Well, first I need I need rock.
I think great. Rip
I
off
am
your
Rock.
arm.
I am Dwayne the Rock.
just
I'm like mini Ben Grimm, bro. I could just take a couple fucking pieces
I just
off.
see Finn Gray walking up to X and be like, "Oh, you need rock?" Rips off arm, hands it over.
And fine, I just gotta go eat some minerals and I'll be good.
Are you actually doing?
Yeah, fuck it. I can
Oh.
go eat. I can go eat some rock.
I mean, there's plenty of stone around us. Like it's not a
Literally, there's so
Yeah.
much. I can create stone, and I have a satchel on me full of rocks, for a reason.
Okay. And since it doesn't, it
Let's
actually
throw
doesn't
the
need.
mollywops.
This spell doesn't need any other components other than the actual matter I'm turning into the metal.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it will probably be in kind of like a misshapen form, considering you said what the form that I saw was in was an axe or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would probably
Well,
be
we
misshapen because I can't create already formed objects. It has to be
Formed into the object that you've seen.
Well, that won't be
well,
a problem
the
because
me- the
I
memory,
have.
I can't make a exact replica because that's basically what the fabricate spell is.
Yeah.
And I have
Yeah.
to have proficiency in the ways that tool was made.
Yeah.
I also have the fabricate spell. I just realized.
So this is going to be a very interesting process because what I'm imagining at this point is you can create the ore for that metal, and then you'd have to smelt it down. So using
Well,
heat metal.
I have a
actually would
heat
be
metal
good idea.
spell. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a heat metal spell, so that's what we'll do.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Using heat metal to
Yeah.
smelt the ore down and turning it into purified metal.
Purified metal, and then you can still heat the metal again and use it to make the actual metal strap we need.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Question, DM.
Answer.
Can I help Chappie speed along this process by
How so?
casting darkness and silence to enhance his concentration?
Ooh.
Can you put that on the chat for me? Silence, no. Silence, what that would do is it would disable Chappie's ability to cast spells.
Oh, yeah.
Only with a verbal component.
Cast with a verbal component?
Some of those
Well,
spells that Chappie is using require a verbal
creation
component.
does have a verbal component.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And darkness would actually make it harder to concentrate. So I'm gonna say no.
Put concentration up.
No,
wait,
no.
hold on.
That's the duration.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Ruin would have to concentrate on the spell for up to 10 minutes, which is not enough time for.
No, I don't need to concentrate.
It
From
literally
what
says
I
it right
understand.
there.
Yeah, the ability.
The duration of darkness is your concentration up
No,
to 10
okay, yeah,
minutes.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's clearly stated. But no, darkness
No,
would
I
actually.
thought the ability. I got
It would be fine.
to
It
be able
would
to
take.
cast it gave me made it so I didn't need to concentrate.
No, you would still need to concentrate. on
DM,
Yeah, it does.
it. Yep.
You're right.
DM, what is the verdict? Is it going to be like 12 hours or a day?
12
what would be the
hours.
time process?
I'd give you 12 hours.
12 hours?
Yeah, you'd have to focus on it
Okay.
for 12 hours. And you're going to be here longer than that, so like I said, you've got time.
Okay. And then can Karma enchant the rope that that Fingray has with teleportation?
Karma?
He's asleep.
Karma's asleep.
Yeah, Karma went to
I'm
bed.
just
We're gonna have to go
thinking
wake him up.
It's nighttime already.
Well, we can still wake you
Or-
up.
Or we can just have Hex do it before they start their
I
creation.
can.
Which is probably the easier way to do it.
Hell, we can save a spell slot. He can enchant the rope, and then I can use creation to do the rest of it because I also have
Okay,
it.
that's perfectly fine because it doesn't have any physical components that it needs, so that
Yeah.
won't be an issue.
Okay, so you're creating the magical fiber first, and then you're going to forge
I
the metal.
wonder. Okay, DM.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
quick. Is there any way I can enhance this chest further with another enchantment, maybe another spell
Well,
or anything?
there is one other thing that you actually need to complete this chest of holding, and that is arcane runes and inscriptions.
Do I know how to make said things or find said things?
Some spells are required as runes and inscriptions.
Like Glyph of Warding.
Exactly.
What other spells? I don't have that.
So any kind of glyphs or ritualistic spells that you have, those
What about
require.
a Thieves' Cant code?
Yeah, thieves can't. What
Alright,
what
well, I know thieves
specifically
can't.
are you looking for, Hex?
Well, I'm just looking for any way I could possibly increase the value of this chest.
No, not really.
Or
Well, I have a
like,
glyph
give
of
it,
warding.
Like, for example, enhance its strength with like the invulnerability spell or something like that.
That is a long description. What the fuck?
Welcome to spells.
Either a
Jesus.
surface within an object that can be. Either a surface or within an object
Oh,
that can be
hey,
closed.
you have it? Mac?
Yeah, I have glyph of warding. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, so that makes our process a whole lot
Yeah,
easier.
yeah, no, glyph of warding would work.
Okay.
You would need to
Fucking
give
good.
this chest an inscription anyway, so that way it can, actually work.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could totally put Glyph of Warding
with
on
Glyph of Warding, that probably adds a whitelist component to it as well. Correct?
Yes, it would. Yeah.
So
Oh, fantastic.
It would add a
Then lightning
security
compliant.
component to it.
Because that's what I did with Selenara's bag.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
All
lot
right.
of spell. If y'all look through my spell sheet, you'd
Is there
probably be like,
anything,
"What the fuck is
we
wrong
need
with
to-
you? You don't use spells, and you have so
Is
many."
there anything we need to roll?
Okay. So, first off, you're gonna be casting the spells. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to count these spell slots.
You're going to have to count these spell slots. Since you're just casting the spells, you don't really need to roll anything. But for the initial making of the chest itself, I am going to have to ask you to roll a survival check once you've put all the components together.
Well,
Uh,
I'm gonna.
Assuming all three of us.
Before I do this, I am going to cast the spell, Borrowed Knowledge,
Okay. What are you borrowing?
Oh, perfect.
which will. I am going to borrow Survival.
Okay, so you're gonna call upon a spirit, let's say like a prospector or a survivalist, and they grant you the proficiency in survival. How do you persuade them to grant you that proficiency?
I am interested in learning the ways of the land, and I wish to bring my compatriots along and help them survive in this cruel desert.
I see. Yes. So you want to learn how to survive, is that right? Very well. Let me reach into my bag here.
He then reaches into a backpack. You know, he looks like a very old prospector-y type man with a walking stick and like a backpack with like pans and such. And he like pulls out a book.
Let's see here. Yeah, yes I do.
And he then throws the book at your head.
There you go. I grant thee the ability of survival for the next 24 hours. Good the fuck luck. And I shall see you later, Sonny.
I grant thee concussion! Rah!
Oh my!
Just whack to the head.
Happened.
And then the spirit goes away.
Okay.
Quickly, if he
Alright,
cometh.
so
he takes
I'm gonna go
away.
ahead and roll my survival now, which is a +8 instead of a +2. Big difference.
Oh, thank fucking God. Well, now, hold on.
That's
Have you
helpful,
casted
man.
your spells yet?
I mean, no, but I
We kind of,
Because you
Yeah.
need to concentrate for like 12 hours now.
yeah.
Yes.
So
And
I'm
we also
assuming...
need to figure out who's casting what.
Okay. I thought you guys already did. You're gonna cast
Kinda.
your...
I'm doing the manual labor of collecting the dragon wood.
Okay.
Yep. Then I'll cast Glyph and I'll cast Creation.
Now, I'm assuming you
Well, I already
guys
have
are
ropes, I
going to
don't need
have
it.
to sleep, though, at some point, because you guys have been walking all day, and it is late at night.
I will take a short rest.
Okay. So you guys are going to take a short rest? Except for...
Yeah, we'll take a short rest about in the middle there.
Okay.
How much of
I
like
would make the
spell
argument
slots
that
would I-
considering the speed that we've been traveling, I am probably fine.
Okay. So we've
At least
got...
for right now.
I also wait. Well, I kind of need sleep. We've established that. So
Yeah.
let's go with it.
Hex and Fingray and Karma all need sleep. Ruin, even your character needs sleep as well, but...
Yeah, I can meditate, but yeah, same
Mhm.
shit.
Alright, so I take it you guys are going to take, like, your short/long rests here now?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm
just
taking
short-
a long
short
rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Karma's not involved in what we're doing.
So, y'all go the fuck to sleep, alright? Y'all make your way through the
Hey,
night.
babe,
Yes?
do you want to take a small break? Because we've been going in for 2 hours. Just like a 10-minute to let everybody stretch.
Yeah, we can take, like, a quick 5-minute break, you know. Everybody, like, you know, get up, walk around a little bit, you know. Take a quick stretch, grab your food or drinks or whatever, and then we'll reconvene. I'll
Got
get
my
words on
gummy
stream set up.
worms.
You got your gummy worms?
Alexa, turn the lights.
Okay, we are back and ready to go.
Hello, internet, and welcome.
yes.
I don't
Hello,
know.
Internet, and welcome back to the bullshit
Hello?
shenanigans.
Hello?
Number one on the
Hi.
agenda, Dragon Bone.
Yes. Okay. So where were
Let's
we
not
with that
click that.
actually?
Short rest,
We were
and then we
sleeping,
casted our
and
spell,
then-
and
Okay.
Chappie doing its focus.
Yeah.
So you guys have taken your short rest. It's now slowly becoming the morning. Let's see here. Ruin. You happen to notice there is a visitor in the camp, and they are eyeballing you in a not so friendly way.
Would you like to elaborate on the description a little bit more?
You look up into the sky and you see a big ass giant bird perching on the tree you were meditating on the day before.
Gonna look at Finger and be like, somebody's here for you.
Oh, yep, that's where that footprint came from. Probably the poop too. Go. What do you want to do about that? 'Cause he probably doesn't like that we're in his territory.
Yo, what the bird doing?
Is he looking at me or is he looking at anybody in particular?
All of you.
Probably all of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to
Maybe
find
me specifically.
something here. Turn that down.
Ooh, we could try fighting
And
it,
it
but
looks
I don't
angry?
want to challenge something that might be too strong.
I don't want to
It
break
look-
my
It looks
concentration.
angry.
It looks very angry. It looks like it's ready to strike at any given moment. You guys maybe have like 5 seconds to do something.
Okay, great.
Oh,
I'm
great.
sitting in the tank and I'm continuing my work on concentrating, making this metal.
I'm supposedly trying to do the same thing, but we might have to come. It might have to come down to protecting you.
Let's see. I'm still asleep. Lightning hasn't woken me up yet.
Hey, bitch! Get the fuck up! There's a giant ass bird here with your name on it.
Oh, what
Wow,
the
very
fuck?
helpful, Lightning. Thank you.
Fuck do you want?
Lightning points to the
Bird.
rock that is on top of the tree as it is currently swooping down. You now have 2 seconds to react.
Do they understand human speech?
No, they do not.
Do they understand any speech?
No, they do not.
Great.
Do we have a
Alright.
spell that we can disable him?
Okay, understood.
Oh, my
I
roll
mean,
20
that
means-
works, I guess.
There we go. What's that? Sunburst? Can you put the spell description in there for
Finger.
me?
We're gonna give this a
What the fuck?
playthrough because, you know, there may be some changes, but
There you go.
I'm gonna give it to
Thank you.
Okay? Do you hear me, Finger?
Half what?
I'm giving you your tank.
Oh, appreciate.
Some things may change. Because
My
this
roll
is all
20
new.
is being slow as shit right now.
Hold up, is this the first time we're going to be using the tank in combat?
Yep.
Possibly.
Yeah.
We've had this thing for how fucking long?
I've used it out of combat and shot at things before, but yeah, I've never actually
2
used it in
seconds.
combat. And
Um,
usually we get caught without it.
I think
We
this is
usually
a,
are, like, caught up in a
hand-to-hand
building or
situation.
something.
Fingray, if you wanna grab on, I can run you over there before he gets down here.
You
Let's
well,
do
we
it.
had 2 seconds.
I'm jumping on your shoulder. Well, he can get there in 2 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, unless
Imagine the
scale-
Flash, but monk.
Yeah.
And at this
Uh,
current moment in time, I want everybody to roll me initiative.
Hang on. It has to make a Constitution save.
Even me,
It does
I'm,
have to make a
I'm,
Constitution
I'm-
save.
Okay, hold on.
I'm
Yeah,
currently
I'm
in
jumping
the,
right in the
uh,
tank, and I'm gonna roll my initiative.
Okay, stop. One person at a time.
Yep, give me 1 fucking second here. Roll.
Hold on, I'm fixing this.
Plus 5. I think a 22 beats your DC of 18.
This is a saving
It
throw,
does.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it does.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. No, I rolled the wrong thing. Give me a second. Oops. The 20
me
plus
2
nine.
seconds.
A saving
Fingray.
throw is a +9, not a +5.
Yeah, that only beats it, but it does take half damage.
Okay. What's the damage here?
45.
Okay. It's half of 45. God damn it.
20.
24.5. No,
20.
23.
22, 23, depending on whether you round
Yeah,
up or down.
that's what it was. I was like,
I'll just do 24. God damn it.
all right, there you go, Fingray.
All right.
There's a lot, so
All
I'm
right.
sorry if you get
More than-
overwhelmed.
No more than half.
Oh, I'm
okay.
so ready.
It kind of
Alright.
feels like a tickle. As it
Alright,
shakes
so
it off.
initiative time.
Yeah, everyone roll initiative now.
Now, Fingray, when you're rolling
Ugh.
initiative, it's your character, not the tank.
Yeah, I
Wait.
rolled character.
Why do we have
Don't
2
worry.
tanks?
No, it's only one. It's only one tank.
You might have to refresh your
Uh,
page.
I have
Do
to refresh my
have to
D&D
roll
page?
For initiative if I'm gonna be trying to set out of the combat in the tank.
This thing does not have an initiative modifier. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Did you hear me?
What was that?
Do I have to roll for initiative if I'm going to be skipping out of the combat to focus?
No, you do not
On
have
the
to roll
spell.
initiative to skip out on combat. You are going to have to, however, roll constant concentration checks if you are going to be under attack.
Well, for now, we did get Hector just in the tank, right?
Yeah.
Then we're fine. As long as I don't get anybody killed in the tank, which I shouldn't.
There we go. You'll have to read some stuff, but I'll just give you the bio really quick. It can hold up to 6 medium-sized creatures and has an attachment to attach to any clockwork dragon.
Yep.
We'll add more later, but for now, you got what you need.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah?
All right. Orvum, you're up first.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I'll be able to read.
Lightning
Yeah.
goes on the same turn as you.
Yep. First things first I'm going to do is whip out a wand.
You're going to whip out the wand.
Not the one that I just got.
Okay. Which wand are you whipping out?
And I'm going to point it at the rock. Alright, let's see what this is.
Oh, you're whipping out that wand. Oh boy.
Let's see. Alright, I gotta roll again.
Okay.
So it is a 49. I got an elephant.
What?
You spawned it. Okay, we need an elephant, babe.
I got it.
It's on the branch.
Okay, this bird's in the air, just so you guys are aware.
Yeah, I know, but it's unoccupied space, and the closest was the branch.
Fair enough.
So the branch?
Yeah, it's like right over here.
This
2
tank might be
seconds.
my fucking wet dream.
So I have an elephant
Oh,
now.
God.
Oh, wrong one. There you go.
Alright, well, that's it for my turn. Now it's time for
You
lightning.
just hear the elephant go, "Whoa!"
Oh, here's one thing. I can't control it.
No, you spawn it and it hits the branch.
Yeah, here's one thing. I can't control it. It just appears in the occupied space. The animal isn't under your control and acts as it normally would.
All right, so what are you going to do with lightning?
Well, here's one thing. I'm on lightning, and lightning is going to be moving right here.
Okay. So,
And multi-attack.
multi-attack? Okay, so it's flying in front of the rock, and it's multi-attacking. Okay.
Yes. I'm on the back of lightning, by the way.
Okay.
Let's see. Alright, it's going to use its oil spray first.
Okay. Wait, why is it using oil spray? Hold on, let me.
Because multi-attack base like this can use its oil spray. It then makes 3 attacks.
Oh, okay. I see. It uses this oil spray and then it makes 3 attacks, 1 with its bite, 2 with its claws. Okay.
Yes. So it needs to make a dexterity save.
Okay. Rock, I need your character sheet. Dex save is a +4. That is a 23.
Okay, so 2 claws and a bite. Go with a claw.
That does not hit.
Okay. Time.
That does not hit.
And a bite.
The bite does hit.
Okay, so if it hits, so how do I type in rolls in here?
You just
Slash
attack.
R.
It.
Oh yeah,
it-
no, just yeah, there you
Yep.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does 15 damage.
Okay. It kind of just screeches and kind of just pecks at lightning a little bit.
All right, well that's all that I can do. At least it has an elephant here to maybe distract it.
Okay. Rune, you're up.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I have kind of lost all of my ranged options. So how far up is it?
It's about, I want to say, like, 50 feet in the air, I think.
Yeah, that is the lightning's movement.
Yeah, it's about 50 feet in the air
Um,
currently. Shit.
You're making this real hard on me.
Yep.
Is Hex in the tank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hex did say.
So,
Into whip.
hypothetically,
Yeah.
can I become a human cannonball?
What?
That depends on what you, what your context with that is.
I mean, I get in the cannon, and they fire me at the rock.
Oh, it would
He's
eradicate. The
talking
cannon
about
would
a
eradicate
Sea of
you.
Thieves.
Yeah, the cannon would definitely
Um,
eradicate you.
The cannon would kill you. I could use my catapult spell to
I
catapult
weigh
you,
more than 5
possibly, if
pounds.
I cast it at a higher level.
I weigh more than 5 pounds.
But what if I cast it at, like, level 8?
Well,
If I wasn't
you would be able
I weigh
to.
more than 40. I weigh more than 40 pounds.
Yeah, you still wouldn't be able to do it.
Fuck.
Sadly,
If it
I'm
was a gnome,
concentrating, but I would
it'd be
cast
something
fly
different.
on you.
Yeah, people could catapult me.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
You could catapult
Um,
yourself, but
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
mhm.
I'm
being a filthy support main, and I'm concentrating.
Is there a vine anywhere around here?
Nope,
No vines.
nope, no vines.
I
Not
feel
even,
like you could maybe get on a tree, get a good
Mhm.
running start, and just, like, jump.
Your movement speed is fucking 70.
I do.
Yeah,
How tall
like-
is this tree here?
The tree where the elephant is.
No, the one.
No, the one behind
the
us.
one behind
Not
you?
behind us, but, like, our left.
It's
Yeah.
about a good 70 feet tall.
Ooh, it's 70 feet tall.
Yep.
Could you jump from that feasibly and get onto the big tree?
It's
Just
about
any
to
branch on
the
pull
big
an
tree. I'm
avatar
not thinking
move.
onto the big tree. So here's what I'm thinking, and I want you to tell me if this is possible or not, Crosser.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I take a dash action,
Okay.
and I run up to the top of the tree, and I run across one of the branches that's high enough,
Mhm.
and I have an ability called slow fall, which technically, by written rules, doesn't actually like technically slow my descent, but it does let me cancel out a bunch of damage. But based on the way that like
Can you
the
put
name is
that
written?
in the chat for me to read?
So it doesn't technically say anything about slowing my descent, like time-wise, but...
So what is your monk level?
20.
Okay.
I'm a pure monk.
So you could negate up to about... What's 20 times 5?
100.
200? Yeah, about 100 points of damage.
I know. This is
So-
where I'm going with this stuff.
Okay.
Where I'm going with this is what I want to do is I want to jump off of this tree, use my slow fall ability, and kind of glide over to the rock
Nope.
and grab onto the rock.
Nope. That would not work.
No.
No.
Be a little far.
You would like barely
You
miss
could
your
get a-
mark and go like kind of right under it onto the branches under it. You would also be.
You might have been able to
opening
do that if you
yourself
got up
to-
on that.
So wait a minute. So if I use Step of the Wind and I doubled my jump distance.
Oh,
You could probably make it with that.
maybe
Okay.
roll.
But I am
Well-
going to warn you. This is going to open you up to an attack of opportunity.
No, it doesn't, because whenever I use key points, I avoid attacks of opportunity.
Oh shit.
Okay. Okay. Good
Checkmate.
point.
Okay, so to ensure that I make it, I'm going to use 2 key points on Step of the Wind
Okay.
and do it twice.
Actually, can you put Step of the Wind on there for me?
Yes, I can.
Fucking Bruce Lee over here. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Okay, so you would have to use 1 key point to disengage, thus negating your attack of opportunity.
No, that's not the ability that I'm talking about. That,
Okay, what's the ability?
gets rid of attack of opportunity.
Can you put that on screen for me to read?
He's looking for it.
Yeah.
They be level 20. They got a lot of feats.
I
Here
know,
Somewhere.
and I have to read through all of them
So
every time
many
they want to use
feats
something,
we
so
could
that way
start
I know
Oh, that's
and
fine.
what is
Just give him a
possible, what's
moment.
not possible.
Just give him about a minute or two.
Give me a second.
So many feet you could start an OnlyFans.
Oh my god.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
well, actually, it's a different ability, but... Oh, well, no, it's not.
Oh,
It's this one.
mobile.
Your speed increases
And
by
a grapple
10
is
feet when
a
you use
melee attack, yeah?
When you use the dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement on that turn. When you make a melee attack against a creature, so you have to be making a melee attack against the creature.
A grapple is a melee attack, yeah?
No, it is not.
No, it's not? Okay, so I'll punch it.
Okay. So you will be falling after that.
I'm gonna punch it and then grapple.
Can he grapple in the same turn as that attack, though?
I have an extra attack.
Yeah, no, that still wouldn't let you grapple.
Yeah, you're right.
But he can attack.
Yeah, he'd be
correct?
able to attack. But if he attacks, he would be falling. If he grapples, he'd be fine, but he'd also be opening himself up to an attack of opportunity.
Well, DM the DM question, wouldn't he be falling on a branch because it's right under the rock?
It
So
also
he'd be-
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I can negate 100 points of falling damage.
Oh, no, I'm just wondering.
So, according to my friend Diva, grapple is your attack, and that's kind of it. He'd just have to choose one or the other.
So, wait, so grappling is an attack?
More of an action, but yeah, at
Let
this
me
point.
let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up real quick, because I'm dead certain.
Yes, grappling is a special melee attack in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition that uses the attack action.
Okay.
Okay, and I can make two attacks.
When you
I
want to
can punch and
grab a
grab
creature, hold on. When you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. If you are able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them.
Okay, so you could attack and then grapple.
Yeah,
so I can
that's
avoid
for
my
Rule
attack
20.
of opportunity and grapple
Okay.
and stay on. But so yes, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So-
Yeah,
that's
we
one.
have to look that up. It's okay.
And I can also it doesn't matter because I can make an extra unarmed strike. Anyway.
Yep.
Well, that's unarmed, but yeah.
I mean, monks are nothing but unarmed.
All of my attacks right now are unarmed strikes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Alright, so I'm going to I run up the tree,
Okay.
I run along the branch, and then I'm gonna
There
jump.
is one thing I'm gonna have to ask you to do though, and that's a dexterity check.
Wouldn't that be acrobatics?
Actually, that would make
Yeah,
more
that's why we were looking,
Yeah.
Diva.
No, actually, acrobatics would make a lot more sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it is what it is, Diva. We're all on the same page.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
there you go. I got 17 and a 20.
Okay, so yeah,
So-
you're able to make these jumps. You're fine. You're able to like run through the tree without any problem and just jump all over.
All right. Well, so I've used a key point. Well, I've used
Okay.
two key points. So I'm going to take my first unarmed strike as part of my key fueled attacks.
Okay.
So and I'm going to do that. 15.
Let me see here. No.
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 Okay. Well, I'm gonna make my second attack then. 23. That's gotta hit.
That one does hit. That one does hit.
Okay. And I'm activating one of my charges on my Volt Gauntlet, which is lightning damage, which is vulnerable to thanks to the oil spray.
No, it's not.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
It succeeded on dexterity save.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 16 on dexterity. save
Yes, it
attack?
did.
Yeah, it's a 14
And
on
it
dexterity
rolled, I
saving
think
throw.
it was like a 20-something.
23.
28.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Okay, well. Anyway, that's still 19 damage.
Okay.
And then it needs to roll a con save.
Because you're trying to grapple it.
No, from the lightning to disable its reactions,
You're right.
Okay,
which
let
would give
see.
me advantage on my grapple. I'm pretty sure.
Set a con save.
Yeah.
That +9 ain't gonna help it. Oh wait. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. No. It failed.
Okay. So it has no reactions.
Okay.
Its reactions are disabled. And then I'm gonna grapple it.
Okay. So you've grappled it. You are now stuck onto the back of this thing.
Okay.
It screeches in like pure pissed terror.
It is like so annoyed. Is that gonna end your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's gonna end my turn.
Fingray, you're up.
Fingray, you ready?
Oh boy!
Time to shine.
Ready to
All
use the
right.
tank for the first time?
But Freebrams.
God.
And Hax, I'll move your token as he's moving the tank. So
Alrighty.
Fucking off.
if you need a moment to read everything over, go ahead.
I've read it. Okay, I've read everything. And I'm trying to decide which one I should start with. 'Cause so many options.
I know there's so many options. I wanted. It's an awesome tank, so I wanted to give you a lot because it was from some very
hand
important
built it.
blueprints. Well, he hand built it, but got the blueprints from the weird guy.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mask dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the Ingram fucking intense.
Oh yeah, especially
Oh,
that
yeah.
one attack. But I will say, be careful with it.
Yeah, because there is like a.
That
live
one.
fire.
That one I'm saving for. lost.
Yeah. No, you'll have to look at the sheet, Crosser.
Let me
I
see.
added something that's broken, but choose wisely.
Broken, but choose wisely, because if you get the wrong way, you can get yourself killed.
Yes.
Well, the good thing is that
for
there's
now-
anything that I am gonna need to dodge, I have
Oh,
evasion. So.
Fuck.
What?
Oh, that's so sad though.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Okay, hold on. I may have forgotten to add the hit
Yeah,
stuff.
because you don't have it. You
No.
don't have anything for
Give
that.
me a second. Let me
It's
fix
on there. I clicked it, but yeah.
Again,
You're good.
this is all new, so
Yeah.
give me 2 seconds. I will fix that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
You
do
got
that
it,
to
you got it.
everything because you don't have like.
Yeah, I will. Give me like a minute and I can fix it. Just give me.
So, how about that airplane food?
How about that? What?
Well, hey, Rune, here's one thing.
I hate waiting in line at the DMV. Like, this is just.
What's the
What's up?
deal
I'm
with
up.
airline food?
All that Lightning can do is just attack. He can't use any of his other stuff now.
Alright, well,
Because you're in the way.
I mean, I have evasion.
Okay, I added it all. Go ahead and roll one more time.
Yeah, I'll let you re-roll because of that.
This is brand new. So
That
There you go.
hits. That does hit.
So 17 hits. Understood.
So the
It is-
probably 16 because my 15 missed.
Well, we got to test out 16 to see if that worked.
Right. Because then I gotta roll a D12.
No, you don't. Click the attack,
Oh, I
and
died.
it'll do it.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Okay, 39 damage.
9.
It just goes. Boom.
Oh!
You just hear a very loud shriek of pain, and it starts eyeballing that tank.
Uh-oh. Oh no, second.
Don't break my concentration.
Wait, what's the secondary cannon? The fuck?
Oh
They
yeah.
add another cannon on it.
Oh yeah.
Every time
Oh!
you shoot one, you
Sorry,
can shoot another.
I think you
But
forgot the
it's
attack
not a
modifiers
it's not
on
a
this one.
powerful, but
Hold on. Secondary cannon.
After you activate
it
one
was
of your
right.
tank
It's a-
cannons, you
No,
can use your
right, I
bonus
only got
action
7.
that
It's a
turn.
plus
Yeah,
0.
it's a hit or a miss with this, but
Yeah.
I can fix
Oh.
the damage. I got it.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you
Oh
rolling
no,
for
there's a
damage?
reason why it's that. You have to read the thing. It says
If it hits.
if you use it with a spell type. So, like for example, there's a thing called Dragon's Breath Cannon. So if he did Dragon's Breath Cannon and it rolled with that type, and then he used a secondary cannon, the damage would be the same.
right. Or if I'm
So-
just using the force cannon, the damage type is 4. Same with the speed shot, it's probably a similar.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
it
Well,
deals
yeah,
1
but the
d20.
attack modifier is 0.
That's normal. That's what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Okay.
Because it just says
Understood.
1d20, it doesn't say any other modifier.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it,
no,
it,
it
it just
just,
adds
will
more
add to tick
damage to
damage.
the attack.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's just a little more tick
Yeah,
damage.
secondary cannon is a hit or a miss. You can get up. It's a 1d20.
It's either you
So-
can kill something with it or just tickle.
So it's really eyeballing that tank now. is that
Probably
gonna
pretty hurt.
is that gonna end your turn?
Yeah, I used my action and my bonus, so yeah, that's good.
All right, cool. Let's see.
If I
here.
could have used another bonus action, I would have raised my shield.
That's a plus 13.
Well,
to
the
hit.
shield is
The shield is a main action, actually, yeah.
It's a main action.
Okay. Let's see this here.
Now, I will allow you to do this because I built the cannon in during the session. It has anti-energy armor. When you finish a short or long rest, choose acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, radiant, or thunder damage. Your tank has resistance to this type of damage, and it lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
Question. Does a 30 hit?
Act like a passive, yeah.
Does a 30 hit what?
The
Yeah, because
tank-
30 would hit.
No, not the tank. Lightning.
Oh, lightning. But yeah.
Oh.
Fingray, what anti-armor energy would you like it to have a resistance to? Because you guys did take a long rest.
probably just force damage because I don't think this thing has any kind of magic.
Okay, because it does have, it has magic to it. So okay, so it has force damage. So it has resistance to force damage.
All right, so lightning takes 29 damage from this first attack. Or 28,
hang on.
Sorry.
Is it a magical attack?
Nope.
All right, no.
What do you mean no?
No. No.
No.
What do you mean no?
Hold on.
No means no,
What the
Crosser.
fuck do you mean, nuh-uh?
Wait, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's
Hold on,
something else.
damage
Yeah.
immunities, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons that aren't
Yeah.
adamantine.
What?
No damage.
Okay, that's some fucking bullshit right there.
You guys gave me
Okay.
a long time ago.
I'm
You
sorry,
guys chose
who wrote
it.
it? Who
No,
wrote it?
that-
Yeah, who wrote the sheet?
That's from Clockwork Dragon. I didn't add
Yeah,
that.
Okay, well
that's from Clockwork.
That's some bullshit right there. Okay, fine. Then
Oh,
I
you're
need
saying that, but we deal with that all the time.
Okay, then I am changing up tactics then.
The DM's pissed.
Never the
Hey,
fuck mine,
goddamn.
apparently.
I didn't write that. If you look on the regular Clockwork Dragon,
It does
that's
have
what
that.
pops up.
No,
Yeah.
no. See, this is starting to fuck shit up right here because I rolled a fucking nat 1 just now.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What
no,
happened?
I am actually
Rolled a nat
legitimately
1,
fucking
man.
pissed. So.
Wait, what happened? I didn't hear. My end cut out.
He got a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Sucks. I mean, not for us, but that sucks.
All right,
Yeah.
Bomber Bird it is. Ruin, I need you to roll a dexterity save.
Wait, Bombing Bird, what are you doing?
Shit.
It is
Huh?
crashing into the tank.
Oh, wait. Wait, it's going to be moving from that spot, right?
It's falling.
Oh, opportunity attack then.
Are you sure about that?
He does.
Well,
he does
it
get an
leaves my
opportunity
range.
attack.
Yeah, he'll
It
still be
does.
in your range.
All right,
He
go ahead and
does.
roll.
Yeah, that's my
He does get an
range.
opportunity
Go
attack.
ahead.
Well,
and
here's
roll.
one thing. It's both me and lightning.
Go ahead and roll. I don't give a fuck anymore.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. I'm actually kind of fucking pissed off. Breath
How do I roll this?
weapons.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Sorry, Rune.
Let's see here. That is
Oh,
a
good.
14.
What's the dex
DC
save?
14.
It's a dex
Wait,
save.
is Rune on the bird?
He is.
Yes, I am
Okay,
on the
that's
bird.
what
I hit the DC and I have evasion, which means that I take no damage.
You just like jumped up after you crashed into us.
Okay, so that missed. And I believe that the bird.
So the rock succeeded. It rolled a 20.
Okay, so half damage.
What's half of 35? I'm gonna say 17.
I'm going to say.
17, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. And also my opportunity attack. Because I'm on lightning.
Yeah, you're riding lightning, so I would actually argue that you don't get an attack of opportunity, because you're using lightning as a mount at this point.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, I'll check the ruling on that later, but I'll agree.
Yep. So this is where the nat 1 came into play. I rolled the nat 1 on a talent attack, so it hurt itself in that attack, and that's why it's dive bombing into the tank. Because it's thinking, if I'm going down, I may as well hit something.
If I'm gonna die, I might as well go out swinging.
So, Ruin, what was your dex save? It's a 28. Okay, so yeah, you're holding on just fine.
Yeah, I'm all good.
So
Tank,
let's see here.
Don't I have a deck save that I gotta roll?
You're in a tank. You don't make shit. you don't.
I mean the tank.
has
The
to
tank
make the
has.
roll.
No, the
Tank
tank.
has to make the roll.
Unless
I
the
thought.
tank can move fast enough out of the way, it ain't doing shit.
Can I roll like a Constitution?
Wouldn't that be like
try
animal
to take it.
handling if he's trying to get it out of the way?
Hold on.
Well, it's not an animal. It's a tank.
The tank
Well,
does
yeah,
have
but they count
dex.
that as like driving.
Okay,
It does.
okay, then go ahead and roll a dexterity thing for it.
The dex
My
save?
deck is terrible anyway. So. 13.
That's not high enough.
Yeah.
Trying to see. Okay, so that's 28 points of damage. So it's going to deal 28 points of damage to itself. And it's going to deal about 14 damage to the tank.
Wait. Do you got the tank health, Arya? You can get
Yes, I got it. I'll
Oh,
do it.
wait.
How much? 14?
that? Yeah.
By the way, Hex, you're going to have to roll a Constitution save.
What, to hold concentration?
Yes,
Why would that be Constitution?
because Constitution revolves around concentration as well.
Yeah, that's how you roll. That's how you roll concentration.
it's
as part of
It's a con base stat.
That's real.
Oh, flame.
Where is Constitution with my -2?
You gotta roll real good with that.
Ooh.
I mean, it's
You know-
10 or above, and you maintain concentration.
Yeah,
Hold on.
okay.
DM's choice.
Yeah, you would have to beat a 10, not match it.
I'm actually pretty sure it is 10 or above.
So in the official rulings of D&D, the DM has say in whether it's a 10 or above 10. So
Well then, I'm gonna use my Coin of Fate.
you're gonna use your Coin of Fate. Okay.
Okay,
I haven't
okay,
used
okay.
that in a while. Here we go. Where the hell did I put it? There it is. First time this session on using the Coin of Fate. I'm glad you people remember that it exists. Okay, here we go. Now,
Well, I remembered it existed. I just didn't want to use it yet.
that's fair. All right, so to
Yeah, I've been
explain to
thinking
the new viewers what the Coin of Fate is. This is the Coin of Fate. It's a two-sided coin. One side says the hand that gives, and then the other side says the other takes away. So, if it takes away, it becomes a nat 1. If it gives, it becomes a nat 20. So, let's flip and see what we get. Well, congratulations! It is a nat 20. You landed on the hand that gives.
That's the first hit on the Coin of Fate that we've had in a while.
Yeah, usually we get fucked.
The Coin
I
of
had
Fate
to
is
do-
feeling
I
very
like-
generous
I
to
do
you
not-
today.
Selenar
Like,
did not have good luck with the Coin of Fate.
Oh,
No, it
I
wasn't
got
worth the
fucked by the
-2
Coin of Fate.
risk, man. Cause like,
Goofy
If you have to
Abber
beat
with
a
my
10,
concentration.
The Coin of
if
Fate
you have to
took
beat a
Selenar
10,
out
your
back and
chances
shot him.
go down.
So, because you have a nat 20 now in your concentration, not only do you stay concentrated, but you concentrate so hard that you actually finish the spell right now.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Alright, sick.
So, if you would like, you may now join the fight.
Oh, so the fight, I thought it was dead, to be honest with you.
Think almost dead. We're not quite there. I think.
So it's close to death, you said?
We're
look at the
We don't
we
know.
don't know. Yeah.
Can you guys see the
Yeah,
auras
well-
around the tokens?
Yeah, it's yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hurting, but it's not close
Like-
to death, I don't think
Where
yet.
is it? Is it on top of the tank?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
between
it
25
just
and
crashed
75.
into us.
It's like between 25 and 75%. It's quite the range, but
Okay.
it's still doing okay for now.
I'm going to open up the hatch, stand up on top of the hatch, and I'm going to cast Power Word Kill.
Put that on the screen for me,
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Hex, what the fuck are you doing right now?
Bro turned into the toady real fucking quick. Like a forbidden one, man. You
So-
can't use cursed words like that. Too much power.
God.
Oh, there's a spell save DC. What is that?
Oh God. It
Where's
is at 99 health.
Oh fuck.
The DM is gonna be pissed.
You know,
Oh.
Oh my god!
Necromancer's OP.
Chappie, we cannot make a habit out of this.
No, we got that. Gotta be like you favor that one.
We cannot make a habit out of this.
I am sorry, Anthony. I had to do it after that time in Boshi's campaign where I got fucked over by said spell because I had 99 hit points.
I remember that. I remember that.
DM, can I start to add something?
Nope, I got this.
Got this? Okay.
Yeah, I got this.
Hey, that was a
Just gotta clear my
well-played
head for a
fight. We
second.
played that well.
No,
The elephant
honestly,
is still on
you
the
did.
branch. The elephant is still on the branch, though.
We cannot make a habit out of this. Like we didn't make a habit of teleporting enemies 100 feet in the air with a vortex warp with Selenite.
That was a good use of it. It's not like I started the fight with that or some shit.
I
and just
know.
killed him instantly.
I know,
that
but we
sucker had to get wounded first.
cannot make a habit of this.
I do agree. I think that spell you gave for time, but it's totally legal.
What?
Like
That's fair.
It's funny.
the fuck?
It's great that it works right now, but we just we can't
Guys?
make a habit of doing
Guys?
this all the time.
Oh god, we picked off the DM. God damn it. God damn it! Fuck! Look at that!
What did I do?
I'm not done yet.
I am
Alright.
seeing this!
I know you're seeing this. You're
Fucking
supposed to.
Crocker over here like, I didn't hear no bell.
But what did I do to piss off the DM?
I didn't hear no bell. I think we all
Let's see
pissed him
here.
off,
Hey,
honestly.
Crosser,
what did
hey,
I do?
Crosser,
I'm not sure.
Maybe
Hey,
stop
Crocker.
freaking the fuck out for like 10 seconds and let me finish what I'm doing here for like 2
Okay,
minutes.
I'm testing something.
These guys speak Draconic, yeah?
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
I
we don't
said,
have to
Cool.
fight it.
like I said, give me 10 fucking seconds before y'all do anything. Let me just.
I'm not
finish
doing
up
anything. I'm just
here.
watching the chaos that seems to be happening.
I'm laughing.
I'm asking a
Great.
question. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
I
speak.
I think most of us,
Draconic.
yeah.
Okay, I knew I forgot.
I can speak and be understood by all languages, so
A lot of dragons
I also
can speak
comprehend languages.
common
Okay.
anyway, so
All
I'm
right.
not worried.
Let's
Let me
listen.
clear the turn order here. There we go. Yes, clear it. Thank you. Okay,
He just said yes, queen.
close those. All right, so as you guys had finished off that rock, you start to notice the cacti, the big cacti that are surrounding your camp, begin to stir and move, and you hear a loud yawn coming from one of the cacti, and it stands before you. The dragon-like figure spreads its wings, stretches, and looks to you. Give me 1 second to find the right thing for this. No, I don't want voice lab. I fucked it up.
Do you want me to voice?
I
No,
actually
no,
went for
I
my
got it.
chicken under the dead rock, and I can't move myself now.
I got it.
The
Just give me
moment,
a second to find the voice.
Heck sees all these dragons. She's gonna be like, "Woo!"
Thank you.
Where the
dragon.
fuck is it? No, I don't want cheap mic. I don't want radio demon.
You don't want phone guy.
I definitely don't want phone guy.
That would be so good.
Drag with the phone guy must be so funny.
Hello.
Hello, hello. You're in my land.
Get the
I
fuck
don't know
out.
if... Whoa. Okay. Yep, this'll
What kind of
work.
ethereal? I like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to turn myself down. There we go. Okay.
Well, I'm confused. I thought that was email.
Is it?
Hello. Thank you for saving my clutch. My herd thanks you.
I'm sorry, what?
We saved them.
Happy to be of assistance.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Because we totally knew that you were all here this whole time. We were protecting you on purpose.
Who are you?
Babe, what was the name again?
I don't remember.
What's the name of the bartender?
Hold on. I remember. Hold on.
His name is now Billy Bob Thornton. Go with that.
I asked you to write it. And you didn't.
I remember. Hold on. I just gotta do a thing. There we go.
I know what you're doing.
Name the cactus prick.
Well, darlings, my name is Darbin.
That's a good name.
Darbin?
Hi, Darbin.
Hi, Darvin.
I'm like
As
peeking out of the hatch
thanks
on the
for
tank.
protecting my clutch, my herd. We will escort you to wherever you're going.
Oh!
Fantastic.
Okay then.
We will provide protection as if you were part of our herd.
Well, that seems fine by me.
Do you want the
Wait.
bird?
If Rune next to me, I'm gonna kind of call Rune. How are they gonna feel about us taking the bones?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Was this?
Not like-
Are these dragon skeletons? Were they an interloper attempting to attack you guys as well?
Oh, they've been laying there for longer than we've been here.
So you have no sentimental attachment to these bones?
No.
Great,
Okay.
awesome.
That-
Thank you.
Awesome. Sweet. That
Well,
covered it.
what do you wish to do with them?
Oh.
We're archaeologists and we study ancient bones. So we're gonna
Roll
take them with us.
persuasion check.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
What he means is we're escorting archaeologists who study ancient bones and other artifacts, and
Yes.
they were hoping that they could be collected.
Okay.
I think this still is going to be a persuasion check.
It's still
Yeah.
gonna be.
It is the 100% truth.
But still
Both of
persuasion.
you.
Well,
They
no,
might be the
no,
truth,
no,
but
no,
will
no,
they
no,
care?
No. That wouldn't be persuasion. That would actually be deception because you're saying to them that it's for the archaeologists, but
But what are you?
I'm sorry, the other skeleton is for the archaeologist. I told no lie.
you told no
yeah, but what
lie-
about the
you
other
told
one?
half a lie.
I
You
told
told a
no
light
lie.
lie, like a white lie.
I told
Yeah,
no
that's
lie.
still a lie. So you're gonna have to roll deception.
Oh,
I told no
crap,
lie.
Fingray.
That's not good. Well, you told him about the archaeologist, but not the one that you're doing.
Take my deception roll over that, Kevin.
16.
Let me see here. Yeah. Okay.
Very well. You may keep the bones.
Appreciate it, brother.
We appreciate your grace and mercy.
Now then,
All right, let's.
to where are you heading?
The ruins of scripture, I believe is what it's called. We are
Yeah, the
actually
ruins of
escorts
Scripture.
ourselves. We are escorting these archaeologists there. They are doing some very important research at the site, and they have paid us for our protection, which is why we were dealing with the rock in the first place.
A place of great historic significance.
That is what they tell us.
Yeah, pretty important.
Very well. We shall escort. When do we leave?
As soon as we make a chest of holding,
I finished
we're
the
about done.
materials.
Yeah. I just gotta
I
put
just
my
need to
enchantment
together.
on there and enchant the rope, put it together, and then we're done.
in like 12 to 18 hours.
It won't take that long. If all the materials are done and there's only like one spell that has to be
then we have
casted.
then we have to load the skeleton into the chest, and then the chest into the
true.
tank, and the chest is very heavy.
Although,
And we have
What
to get
if-
the caravan ready to go.
what if I cast enlarge/reduce on the bones or chest?
Ooh,
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
that's a good one, Chappie.
Yeah.
Let's see here. No, not bad.
Or better yet, we could ask the dragons to help us put it
Okay,
in the chest.
so the chest of
Right.
holding, depending on what type you make it into, and that really depends on what level you cast the ruin at. So a Type 1 chest of holding is only 25 pounds. Type 10 is 250 pounds.
Would have to be a Type 10, right? Because these bones are huge.
Yeah. Yeah, because
So, yeah,
a
it's gonna be
chest of
cast at
holding
a level
does
10.
have a storage limit to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so can we put most of the bones? Can we put some in the chest, some in, and then some in lightning saddlebags?
Does Lightning have saddlebags?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot of carry weight still.
Okay.
Oh gods, thank God we're not using the 3.5 rules on making this damn thing.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, because to make a Type 10 chest of holding, you would need about 9,169 gold pieces. You would need to cough up 642 EXP, and it would take 1,100 hours to craft.
It costs XP to craft stuff in
Yeah,
3.5?
3.5.
Yes, in
rules.
3.5.
You
That's
had to-
crazy.
Yeah, you had to spend EXP to craft things magical.
That's crazy.
Yep.
There's nobody really played.
So could you D-rank in 3.5 for crafting stuff?
Yeah, you can.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
You're a level
Fucking-
20 monk, you just suddenly forget how to do some stuff because you decided you wanted to make a bag of holding.
Nightmare, man.
Well, I mean, to
Did
be
we
fair,
we
since
played a
it-
campaign in 3.5, didn't we?
Yeah, that was
No, we
actually our
didn't.
first and second campaigns.
Oh, I didn't. I
Ugh.
wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
was
anyway.
thankfully so blissfully unaware
Anyway.
about D&D, and you were also playing very fly and loose. So.
Yeah, I was very flying loose with the rules back then. Nowadays, we actually know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah. Slightly.
No, I don't.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Anyways.
You think I'm competent?
Anyways, so
Yeah, we're gonna divide this up.
how are you guys dividing this up?
It's just evenly. I just want the skull. Does that
Okay.
sound fair?
That's fine, because it's all gonna go to the same thing. We're gonna sell it for split the profit.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna sell it for gold. I'll just take the skull out of my portion, however much it's worth.
And
Man, you guys like
Hear me
murdered
out,
that rock.
gentlemen.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
Hex
you can-
murdered
I
it.
would-
Let's be clear. Let's be clear
Well,
here.
Hex
Hear me
fucking
out.
Murdered it.
disintegrated it.
Hear me out. It actually didn't even disintegrate. Like it just kills them. It drops them dead.
It just
Oh,
keeled
they
over and
could have,
died. That's what happened.
They just die
Yeah.
right then and there.
I said die, and it died. Essentially.
You
Hex is
just
Voldemort?
poked it,
Question mark.
and then it just
Pulled
flipped
some
over and
Jujutsu
landed on its
Kaisen
back.
cursed word bullshit.
I looked at it and said, "You
What's
tried
that
to
guy's
break my
name? Uzumaki?
concentration, bitch." But so I want the dragon skull for necromancy purposes.
I claimed it already.
I'm willing to
Fight.
Bargain.
Fight.
No.
Fight.
stop trying to cause PvP.
Like Yuta.
You give me 2 times its market value and it's yours.
I don't know.
The
Ah,
market value.
do I?
No,
no,
DM does.
I do know the market value.
I'm saying you give me out of your share of the bones. You give me
I
For
killed
whatever-
the fucking bird. I helped build the chest. Eat my nutsack.
and I'm the one who excavated the dragon bones.
shit.
We wouldn't have them if it wasn't for me.
I found the fucking dragon bones and discovered them. And,
And
then
I
you
had
came
already-
over
I
after
already-
watching me.
And I already claimed the dragon skull, so it's already mine.
I'm like,
I
is
don't
this-
care about
Oh,
the
I
skull.
said I called dibs first.
Yes,
What,
of
this
course it's
fucking
dibs. What do you
kindergarten?
mean? What do you mean? Of
cannot
course it's dibs.
overrule the rule of dibs.
No, I mean,
You
actually,
hear
they,
a voice in the background. I think it's ours because you're under our contract.
Oh fuck, she got you there.
The contract said nothing about artifacts that were found along the way. The contract was for protection services, which we are providing to you in exchange for money, which you have given half of us to previously and half upon completion of the contract. It said nothing about artifacts found along the way.
You guys
That
found
lady
your
walks over
artifact.
with the people, including her
Alright.
husband.
Karma and the lightning are just going to stay out of this. They're flying on top of the tree.
No boy. By the
We're
way,
just
the
gonna
elephant
cross
is
his arms
still
and
in
stare
the
at them.
tree.
Yeah, we're heading to the tree to help the elephant.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
gonna kind of whisper to Rune, like, keep an eye on that woman. I don't trust her. Might try to take something.
You're fucking telling me?
Hubby,
I
I
could
think you would
curse her.
agree with me.
I mean, honey, we are.
Rune's gonna shift his gaze from the woman to just stare at the guy.
Roll intimidation.
Can I stare at him lovingly? Like, good cop, bad cop? We got one intimidating and one, like,
Roll charisma.
trying to flirt?
Oh, charisma, great.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
I'm gonna die if you roll.
I'm going to use my
You know what?
telepathy.
Fingray
You know what?
accidentally is more intimidating than me.
I'm going to use
Actually,
my
I'm kinda cool with that.
telepathy, and I'm going to make it seem like his subconscious is talking to him. Don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up.
Did he just say he's gonna use the coin of fate?
I thought about it, but
So,
Hold on. Fingray, are you gonna use the coin of fate for this?
he
Wait,
thot
let-
about it.
I thought about it, but
let
I'm
me
not
say
gonna
my
do it.
piece,
just yet.
please.
I wanna hear Crosker first.
God.
Yeah.
So, the hubby, kind of just looks between the two of you very awkwardly and off-put, just like, ugh. One, I don't swing that way, and two, what is with your look? You look lost. So he kind of is just like, I mean, I suppose it's a fair trade. You know, we are the ones looking for these artifacts, so we could use them.
If you'd like to purchase them from us, we are more than happy to sell them to you.
Or I can sever the contract and have you go your way.
And lose your 750 gold and your protection squad?
You lose the dragons too. They're with us.
Oh god, so now you're bringing them into the mix.
You know what? Hold on, Fingray. I want you to roll an intimidation.
Excuse me? If you're going to be that rude, maybe you don't deserve our protection.
I don't
He doesn't
speak for the rest of these people. I speak on my own. So don't just.
The fact that we both said that at the same time should be very,
No,
very convincing.
she was saying that to Ruin more than anybody.
Oh.
I didn't say. I'm sorry. I didn't threaten them with dragons.
No, you.
I didn't threaten them. I just said they weren't gonna go with them.
Okay, so yeah, that was to the both of you then.
We're abiding by the contract. They're the ones that are trying to take extra.
Since when?
The contract was for protection services. That said
Yeah.
nothing
There was
about
nothing
artifacts
discussed
found
about
along the way.
artifacts.
No, there
Yeah.
was nothing discussed about artifacts, but they are the archaeologists, so
Well, they should have mentioned that anything archaeological was going to be
It
theirs.
should have been in the contract.
It did say
From
for,
our standpoint, this is
the-
part of the loot that we found,
Yeah,
and this is not. And they have a whole other dragon skeleton. They didn't
Okay.
find this dragon skeleton. We did.
Okay, so you guys are really considering letting these poor archaeologists on their own and departing with whatever you guys have on your hands.
I'm not
Are they
necessarily considering
Are
that.
they really
but-
considering leaving?
Because it sounds like you are.
I'm happy to work with them, but if they
You know
want
what?
to
I'm going to do
terminate the
something,
contract,
guys. Just wait a sec.
Go ahead.
I've got a plan.
Okay, what's your plan?
I'm going to cast Distort Value upon the dragon skeleton and lower its value, making them not want it.
I kind of like that.
good one.
I kind of like that. I like that.
Good one.
I like that.
That's a good one, actually.
Good
yeah,
one.
I like that.
That's a very good one.
Can you
I took that
put that
spell
on
for that exact
screen
same
for me
purpose.
so I could read it? Distort value. Let's see here.
I point to you see Hex like examining the skeleton after casting Distort Value upon it, and then she's like, actually, this one is very common.
Roll me sleight of hand.
Hold on. It says target an object no more than 1 foot on a side.
Yeah, that too.
That is a problem.
Yep.
What if I cast that at a higher level?
Hold on.
At
hold
higher
on.
levels, when you cast this spell, using a spell slot at a second or higher, the maximum size of the object increases by 1 foot. So, at most, you'd be able to do 9 feet.
You
So
could
if I
maybe
cast it
cover.
on the
But
skull,
although 9 feet of a damaged skeleton makes the entire thing significantly
I-
drop in value.
what if I do the skull with an 8th level magic spell?
And you just bring them the skull and be like, "This is not really worth that much."
Because how large is the skull?
You would have to also deceive them on the rest of the bones, because those would still look very crystalline.
What about?
Look, I
Can
mean,
you
if they
just
want to
cover
terminate,
one
if they want to
side
terminate the
of the
contract,
bones?
if they
can
want to
see
terminate the
only-
contract over this one over the dragon skeleton, that's totally fine. They can go about on their own in the desert, but we're keeping this dragon skeleton. If they want to buy it off of us, that's another thing.
Oh boy, this is not going to end well.
You can. I'm wondering if maybe you can use that 9 feet, cover like one side of the side.
I
that they
could also
see.
cast mass suggestion on them.
You could do
I
that.
just know that we will be fine on our own through the desert, with or without the dragons, with or without the caravan. The caravan needs us more than we need the caravan. They already paid us half, which is almost the entirety of what they were originally offering.
But at the end of the day, we're not like criminal, terrible
could
people who
always
are going
give
to
'em
leave
their coin
civilians
back
in the
and
middle of
take the-
nowhere.
And take the dragon
I don't-
skeleton as our payment.
I mean, speak for yourself and Karma. Me and Hex are just getting you guys to our boss.
Wow.
This was just an easy way to pick up some extra money on the way.
Karma, what's
I'm
your
not
take
really
on
in
all
it for the
this?
money, but
Karma
That's-
doesn't know
that
what
was rude.
Karma doesn't know what they're talking about. He's up here in the tree.
I'm all for
Karma's not
just
really involved in the
butchering them
conversation.
all and turning them into undead servants. But
No,
I'm
we're
not.
gonna do that.
We're not going to do that. I don't want to necessarily leave them here. I don't think I would fit well with that because they're defenseless.
exactly, if we put them out of their misery, they wouldn't be so defenseless.
You
Wow.
only think about murder. That's kind of crazy. Like I like blowing
No.
stuff up in some murder. You're like all.
No, I'm thinking about efficiency.
I'm just going to grab a bag of chips and let this unfold.
Life and numbers, I guess.
So I'm going to just try and deceive them. The whole skeleton is faulty by casting
No, don't do that.
why?
I think there's better ways to do it, and do this that would not. If you fail,
If it goes bad, it'll go nuclear.
Well, then we just kill them, and then I get undead servants. It works. For
If
me.
we
we
kill
might-
them
we
in front
might
of
have
these
a-
ancient dragons, we'd have
we might
another
have a whole
problem.
pot of dragons on us.
Yeah. We gotta play this
Man.
right. I think if
Everything
we
in the
are
air right now is starting to feel a lot of tension. Even the dragons are starting to feel a little awkward about this now.
Alright, I think we let this go too far. I think we should get to our destination and then we'll talk about contracts. And we shouldn't just get out here in the middle of the open desert, ancient desert, where we can all get attacked and get in like some weird fight about all of this. It's not worth it when we're not even.
Rin's just gonna look at the caravan party, in particular, the one woman who keeps calling him a bug.
We can just truth it, put a pin in it, get to where we're going, and then talk about it like adults. How does that sound? Everybody good with that?
I hear somebody doing something, and I don't think I like that.
Oh, you hear me clicking? I'm reading
something.
descriptions of combat spells.
That is a persuasion attempt that I am doing on everybody, but mostly Caravan. Go.
Okay.
I guess I'll roll for it.
Rune's
Yeah, go
waiting to
ahead
see
and
what the
roll.
caravan people say.
Ah, fuck. Coin of fate.
All right, here we go. Coin of fate. Are we gonna get 2 graces in a single?
Probably not.
Well, fuck my nuggets. Okay, yeah, you got the hand that gives.
Let's go.
So that is a nat
Fuck
20.
yeah.
And so the caravan, they look towards you and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll settle this when we get to our destination.
With a nat 20, do they feel more trusted in me?
They feel
Like
more
like,
trusting towards you, but they're still very wary of Ruin and Hex right now.
okay,
Rune's
we'll
gonna
have
look,
to
Rune's
solve
gonna
that.
look at Fingray, mess with his mask a little bit, and imitate the woman and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep all of the artifacts for myself. I'm gonna underpay you guys. I'm gonna squash this guy like a bug."
The woman
What?
hears this.
Does she? I'm whispering it to.
He's
Fingray.
whispering it. Yeah, you might have to roll for that one.
Wouldn't that just be passive perception?
That would be passive perception.
Actually, yeah, that would be passive.
So
What is your passive perception for that? Do we have a character sheet for that lady?
No, we don't.
It's an NPC.
Real quick,
I'll
what
roll,
is there?
I'll roll something. I'll roll a d20.
Or how about this? I'm gonna flash my my thing here.
Everybody,
Because I'm the DM, that's why.
DM.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Everybody be talking about these dragons, but I'm over here like, what going on with that bird though?
What bird? Oh, the
Dead
dead
one?
bird.
Rock.
The bird.
I mean,
You
the
know,
bird's
the
kind of
one-
just rotting there, and nobody's paying attention to it because it's dead.
Oh, you can do whatever you want with
I
that bird.
want to examine it.
Yeah, the
and
bird
see
corpse is
what
yours, Hex.
value.
Go ahead and.
Oh my
roll...
god, can you get a bird soldier?
That'd be hilarious.
Fuck. Roll me survival.
I'm gonna cast Borrowed Knowledge.
Oh, but you already cast.
Don't you
it.
still have your borrowed knowledge for 24 for the rest of the
Lasts
24
an
hours?
hour.
Oh, okay.
The DM said it lasted 24 hours.
No. Oh, did I?
Last an hour
You
it
said
says
it
in the
last-
rules.
you said-
so
Oh, okay.
You said
Then-
that
yeah,
he would have the
that was
survival
was
for
my
24 hours.
mistake. It should have only been an hour, so it's only gonna be an hour. Okay.
Okay.
So.
I will play it fair. I will not try and cheat you out of that.
Okay.
So I will cast it again, and I will then say, please grant me with the knowledge on this animal because I know nothing on it,
So
and
that's.
I would like to be able to make it of use, make
So
use of it.
That Sable prospector that you spoke to earlier is kind of. He reappears like.
Sorry, you want to do what, Missy?
I want to make use of this bird so it does not go to waste to help save my partners.
I see. Well, let's see here, huh? I think I have another book for that. Here you go.
Just yeets another book at your forehead. Just like, there you go. That's all the knowledge
Mom.
I have on rocks and bullshit and birds and all kinds of feathery creatures and poultry. Good luck. And then
With a mild kind of concussion.
Yeah. The knowledge.
If you're not careful, Hex, you're gonna lose teeth like that prospector.
It'll be worth
Do
it for
that.
the sake of knowledge. I've already died for the sake of knowledge.
Several times, might I add.
Yes.
Quite a few.
So you got a 20 on
20.
that survival check. So what are you doing again? Seeing if there's anything of value or...
Anything of value regarding its body and whether I may be able to harvest something of use.
Okay, well, the body is perfectly intact because you kind of just tapped it and it keeled over. So there's nothing kind of ripped apart about it. You know, it seemed like to have been a perfectly healthy rock before, you know, you tapped it and it keeled over. So as far as anything of use or of value, honestly, the whole body would be of value. You know, you could cut it down.
How large is it?
Goodness me, I have to whip out the.
Probably for the
Boil 'em,
tank.
mash 'em,
I got it.
If we're going off the.
It has
Artery.
like an actual like size. Let me read its bio.
Length
Yeah,
of
well,
30
yeah.
to 60 feet.
Yeah.
And then its
You're
wingspan
solid.
is 80 to 120 feet.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, that's solid.
That is
It
a
is-
big ass fucking bird.
Yeah, it's a big ass fucking bird. They're about as big, if not slightly bigger, than dragons.
If
But
there's
is
a
there
genuine
any part of
possible
it
way,
that I know that has particular value other than the rest of the body, so I'm not just grabbing all the useless shit.
probably the beak.
I'm guessing the beak and the claws and
Yeah.
the feathers.
So the skull.
Yeah, the
Skull,
beak,
yeah.
the talons, the feathers, obviously. Yeah, those are pretty much the things that are of most value. And unless you're talking spell
Okay.
components, in that case, you know, there's like the heart and
She's going to use her telekinetic abilities to their most value and just start plucking feathers and stuffing them into her hat and just plucking feathers and just stuffing as much of it as she can into her hat.
How much can your
And
hat
then she's going to pull out her dagger and start cutting away at the head.
okay. You have successfully vandalized this perfectly beautiful rock.
I will also cut off its claws.
You have successfully butchered this beautiful creature.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
while you're doing that, everybody else is like packing up camp and everything else, I'm assuming. Getting ready to go. Is
How
that one
large are the feathers?
yes.
No,
there's a
like
way you could-
seriously.
Hex, how tall are you?
I am 4 feet.
Yeah,
one
it's about-
feather
It's about
Yeah.
twice
is
your
about
height.
4.5 grams.
Oh,
That's not. That's just weight. How's the height?
Yeah, no, length is about twice
Oh,
the height
so
about
of
eight-
Hex.
These giant
Each
birds
one's
are 60
8 feet.
long.
Yeah. The feathers are
I'm
about 8
reading.
feet
I'm
long.
reading.
Gee.
Probably a foot long.
Oh, okay, I could be wrong.
Probably something like 10
Okay.
feet long times 1 foot wide.
that's what I figured they would probably be, was like a foot.
No. They're
But-
They're from a foot long to 10 feet long.
Well, I'm going to take one of the foot long ones and I'm going to put it in my hat.
Nice.
Wish there was a way to necro control the bird.
If I had a lab, maybe.
We could build a lab.
Out in this desert, probably not a great idea.
No. That'll have to be a different.
Could probably
That'll be a
take it
different,
to a mobile lab.
Yeah. Or maybe just.
Yeah,
Oh my
but one to
God,
fit
another
that
Tony
fucking
Stark
huge-ass
ship?
bird in?
No, we ain't doing that.
You won't let us make another fucking fuck ass Tony Stark.
No, I will not let you make another
Ship.
Tony Stark. or another Mecha
Although,
Stark.
Another
You
Mecha
know,
Stark,
technically,
man.
I could summon a giant fortress, but
God,
I'm not
hurt
going to do
you.
that.
I'm gonna hurt you so bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't need
I'm
to
not
do
going
that.
to do that. I could.
I will spawn in 10 rocks right now just to face you off.
You forget the mighty fortress comes armed with guards.
Yes, I know the Mighty Fortress comes good. You know what?
And
Fuck it.
And, like,
I'm gonna
cannons and
call
shit,
something
right?
much bigger. I'm gonna call fucking Rodan from Godzilla on your ass.
All right, we
Oh,
don't need
sweet! I'm
that.
actually looking forward to fighting it.
No, you're not.
I barely did
D&D
anything
version,
here.
I don't think I'd want
Can
to.
I do something?
Go ahead.
And I was joking, by the way, about all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
got
think
an
I was?
idea. Just let me roll with it,
Okay.
okay? Just let me roll with it.
Go
Got
for
an
it.
idea.
Okay.
So you guys are talking, and all of a sudden you feel an intense heat feel an intense heat coming from above. And a loud whoom
Hold on.
and creaking.
There we go.
So as that happens, lots of these cacti dragons start to run.
Well, shit.
Quick, turn into a cactus. Cacti, assemble.
Quick, guys, Andy here.
Yeah,
Over.
basically.
You notice the cacti dragon beginning to surround the young.
Okay.
we
Here, let
we
me
might need
handle
to
the voice.
get out of here. Fact.
Go ahead, you're good.
Where is it actually? Let's do that.
You will destroy my child. You murdered that which I cared for. I will end you. You will feel the wrath of my fire. I will rain hell upon you and all you care about.
With all due respect, oh Almighty One, it was self-defense, and I actually didn't kill it.
Come on, man.
I did. Hex is like, ooh, I did.
You seem very eager to die.
Oh, she is.
It won't be the first time.
She actually really likes it.
The caravan
instead
people,
of that,
the
can we leave?
caravan people look at this and say, "Fuck everything," and they run.
Do you guys still want those dragon bones?
And they're just
They can't even-
gone.
they're gone. They can't even hear us. Should we follow them and run, or do you guys want to actually try to fight that?
I never said anything about fighting. I'm just gonna walk away.
You
Yeah, I say we run.
walk away from me.
It's out of respect. You're the Almighty One.
You have already disrespected me. And you must pay the price.
Not intentionally.
So what can we do here to work this out? Can we do
Die.
like a contract sort of thing, or? Because I'm down to make a deal.
There is no deal to be made because as you, basically, I'm going to need everybody to roll me a strength save here.
Okay.
Oh God.
Because if anybody's AC is below a 19, you're fucked.
Oh, I have a 19 AC.
Okay, you got it.
You're still gonna have to roll that strength save.
I did. I rolled a
I
19.
know he did. He got a 19.
I have both a 19 AC and I rolled a 19 strength
Well,
save.
that's not gonna be enough, unfortunately.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna be real. I don't understand what the point of this is.
So he is taking to the sky and flying off. He basically is leaving you with a warning. So everybody that was within its range, you that failed the strength save, you get blown away 125 feet
Into the air, or
across the ground.
I'm going to cast gaseous form.
I just got flung from my tank.
No, you're in the
Yeah,
tank.
your tank got flown.
Oh. Well, I mean, I was hanging out in the cockpit, so maybe I fell out.
No, you're in the tank.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm casting gaseous form, which basically turns me into a thing of smoke.
Okay.
Miss.
Question, DM.
Answer.
Do I recall what her sounds like.
What her sounds like?
Her, K-U-R, the dragon.
Roll me an insight check.
Because that was the dragon that we served at the monastery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me
Before I
an
was
insight
taken.
check. Okay, 22. Yeah, you can recall. What are you doing?
I want to shift my Vox helm
Okay.
to sound like Kerr, and then yell after him in deep speech. We will discuss this later.
Okay. So you do that. It hears you, and all of a sudden, the skies begin to turn into a deep red.
Oh, fuck.
Time to put my teleport.
I'm
spell.
going to cast a spell.
Go ahead and cast a spell.
Whoa.
Let's see. Your flames run across your body, shedding bright light, 30 feet, dim light for an additional.
Yeah, because I definitely got thrown into
You're
that
immune
tree.
to
It's
fire
behind
damage
me.
and have resistance to cold damage. Oh, that's not going to help you. Any creature that moves within 5 feet of you for the first time, turn ends at the 1d10 fire damage. Okay. You guys are going to want to.
Well, here's one thing. Well, here's
was
one thing.
trying to
I'm not
do
even close to them,
intimidation,
though.
if that-
I'm far
yeah.
away.
That
No.
wasn't
Hold
clear.
on. Hold on, one at a time.
Yeah, please
Go
one
ahead,
at a
Orville,
time.
and then go
Yeah.
ahead, Rune.
I'm all the way over here, not even close to the rest of the group.
Well, you
I
guys
went
are
125
also
feet.
blown away 125 feet away from each
Yeah,
other.
they would still be over here.
No, you guys are all separated.
Yeah, I'm all the way over here in the corner.
Even the
I'm still in the-
cacti dragon are, kind
I'm
of
still in the tank,
floating
right?
away. Yeah, you're still in the tank.
I'm turning on the shield.
Okay.
Well,
that will save.
okay. Two things. One, I was definitely blown directly into the tree that was behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably wasn't blown the full 125 feet.
You would be taking some bludgeoning damage though.
That's okay. But two, I was trying to do an intimidation. If that wasn't clear.
Okay.
No, that was clear. Go ahead and roll it.
Fuck, I'm gonna challenge that.
Okay. Let's see, 3 times in a row, maybe. Unfortunately, not your lucky day.
Oh, is the elephant dead?
Elephant's dead. Yeah, elephant's dead.
Yeah, elephant's very dead.
Yeah.
Why does the challenge
Poor
player hate
elephant
me?
did not want to be brought into this world.
Yeah. So yeah, the skies begin to turn red, and the air begins to feel very hot and warm, and the skies.
Okay, if you see this clip, it wasn't my fault.
Technically, actually, this is. But regardless.
Nope, wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
It was.
So
Nope,
everything,
it was Coin's
the
fault.
clouds in the sky begin to swirl in a circle, and it seems to stretch far beyond the horizon. And you notice in the distance, giant pieces of rock begin to fall, and giant strikes of lightning strike the ground.
Thinking back on the memories, all the things that you and me used to do, dancing late to country songs, staying up